New York City, 6 a.m. An out-of-control satellite radio show is being broadcasted to millions of Americans. At the controls, Greg Hughes, a father.
I am amazed it lasted this long.
Anthony Cumia, an alcoholic.
Holy mother of God.
And Jim Norton, a comedian.
There's no positives out of this thing, except for everybody's blood.
The three men make up the Opie and Anthony Show, a popular radio program known for its cringe style of entertainment and having very few limits.
Oh, my God.
Okay, no, this is getting really intense now.
It starts funny and then gets very uncomfortable.
In the past, they have been accused of multiple FCC violations and have even gotten their show suspended from satellite radio.
You couldn't have picked a fucking more self-destructive show.
Yeah, crazier the better, yeah.
2019?
I'm 19.
Delicious.
You made Springer uncomfortable. Do you know how hard that is to do?
Thank God this show's on radio.
Everything you are about to hear is real. Real people, real excitement.
Hey, let's go fucking have a good time. What the fuck?
Get ready to experience the thrill of a lifetime. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Funny.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Friday morning.
I know. That gave me incentive to roll out of bed.
What, just that it was Friday?
Yeah. Sometimes you're like, oh, boy, if it was Thursday, wow, there'd be trouble.
If it was Thursday, somebody would be calling sick.
Oh, you just call out.
Calling in sick, right?
Yeah. Nah. Hi. Nah, my throat. It's really bad.
My throat is
really bad. I don't know. Yeah, but it's Friday, so, you suck it up.
Suck it up. We got such a busy show. This thing's going to fly by today.
Oh, my God. It's already 10 o'clock. Take it easy, everyone.
We got Kevin Smith coming in to promote Red State.
Red State.
He's doing the big Radio City Music Hall Red State premiere tomorrow night. So he's coming in to promote that a little bit and actually just to hang with us. Mm-hmm. So that's an easy hour because you say, hey, Kev, how's things? Yeah. Next thing you know, an hour flies by.
It's an hour.
He's great with that. Well, sirs, and all of a sudden it's an hour.
Love
great.
the Kevin Smith.
He's a great conversationally.
He's
conversational.
He can talk about anything.
Speaker, yes.
Yeah.
He should maybe do radio or a podcast or something.
That's right.
Also, we got Rich Voss and Bob Kelly coming in because we're doing Car Crash Comedy in the Fishbowl.
Hey, did Kevin do Radio City yet? Or no.
I think he's going to do it, yeah.
Oh, he's actually
tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mañana.
And then, and then we'll do a couple hours here, and then we'll move over to the Fishbowl. We'll look at some comedy. We'll crash them, and we'll get the hell out of here. Start our weekends.
People looking at us in there, all the people that walk by. It's like, or they cordon it off. Do they block it off? Like, you ever notice when celebrities are in there? And they're doing their radio shows, it's left open, and people are like, well, if you walk into the lobby, you'll notice Rosie O'Donnell is in here doing a show. And when we go in there, it's like, oh, God, please, just put everything we got over the windows so no one sees us.
Well, see, that's actually what they do because they're not really proud of us.
No.
Of us and the type of show we do.
They're like, you want to use the fishbowl? And then they look at each other like, oh, boy. Oh, fuck.
They cover up everything, so you don't even know anything's going on in there.
Every nook and cranny.
When we're in there. But if Rosie's doing a show or anyone else...
put the spotlight on.
Yeah, you could check it out.
You see Welcome Rosie things and big fucking signs.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, there's it's catered. Yeah. We go in there, it's like, oh, do you really have to use it? Like, like the retarded child that they want kept in the room during the parties.
It's really too bad what happened to us.
Oh, God. We brought it on ourselves. What are we kidding?
I don't think we did.
Oh, we did.
I really don't think we did.
We're fucking degenerates.
Would you like another opinion?
I think we've changed our act enough to get some kind of respect.
It's like if Manson changed his act.
I guess.
It's like he's always just going to be the guy with the swastika carved in his head.
I guess you're right.
It doesn't matter what we do anymore. We've made our bed, now we got to lay in it.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, I don't mind at all.
How's everyone? Everyone have a good night?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wunderbar. Very, very, very good.
I'm Tuckered out.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Just didn't sleep. My girlfriend and I were arguing a bit last
Oh,
night.
no.
And,
You guys don't argue a lot, though, I noticed.
Lately, we've been better lately. We were on a
Yeah.
roll where we were terrible, but like
Very
we've been
passionate.
really good.
You two are very passionate.
You know how it is.
Passionate lovers.
Yes, that's why it.
What was the argument about it? You don't want to go there.
Honestly, it wouldn't,
Because I love asking you because your arguments sometimes are over very basic things.
it wouldn't make sense if I told you because it was one of those things.
Fine.
That's exactly what it was. There was one Valtrex left, and we both yelled mine. No, it was just one of those dumb PMS things that women go through. It's like, you know.
Uh-oh, that means you're blaming her. I bet you she would have a different opinion.
No, she'd probably tell you that too.
She
PMS
finally-
is horrible.
She's acknowledging it was PMS.
Yeah, I mean, we both knew it was. But it was just, you know, it's always late. Always starts late.
Yeah, late at night. Oh, those are the worst. Late at night arguments.
Well,
I haven't been in one of those in fucking a long ass time, but
They-
I remember them. Oof.
They always want to start the argument as your head hits the pillow. It's the weirdest
Going to
phenomenon with women. And you look at them like, you're kidding, right? I got to be up in 6 hours.
Yeah, why are you doing this?
And even if we figure this shit out now, it's going to take another hour or two for the brain to calm down. Right?
And then for the whole thing to mellow out for the situation, because even if it's solved, it's like there's still that fucking like. Brr, brr, brr.
The calm down
It is
period.
a tactic. It is a tactic.
And then the makeup sex.
Little power
and then,
tactic.
Then you get a little snack after the then all of a sudden it's 6 o'clock and you got to get up.
I know. Then you're fucked.
But things good, Jimmy?
Yeah, things are good. It was just,
figured it out.
Just the hours was, you know.
What time did the argument start?
12 something.
12.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
like the middle of the night for
Yeah,
me.
it's much too late.
12.
Well, I slept late yesterday. I napped yesterday. I think I slept till like 8 something.
How does a fight?
Oh, really?
How does a fight start at 12 something during the week? I understand maybe on the weekends.
Oh, man.
But
Weekends.
God.
my
Like after Letterman?
my actors are,
Oh my God.
my hours are very
Very different than the
They're
average
crazy, yeah.
person. I understand
But
that.
the real thing today, by the way, is the important thing. It's not Car Crash Comedy. It's not
Sirius 197 XM.
It's FiOS.
Oh, you got the FiOS.
Not yet.
my God.
Not today. They're coming.
Today's the big day for
right.
FiOS.
I cannot wait to get the Jim Norton review after a weekend with. Well, you'll.
Looks like
I was just going to say, after he can't figure out something and then has a scathing review on Monday.
it stinks.
Oh my God!
fucking can't figure out how to fucking...
Yeah, Jimmy.
If I could replace it tomorrow, I. Oh my God, Jimmy, all mad at it.
Give it a day or two, Jimmy.
I
To figure
know.
some stuff out, please. I'm waiting for your review because I'm the building right next to you, and we have FiOS too. But I didn't jump in yet.
Oh, I couldn't wait.
As soon as you said you're jumping in, I'm gonna go.
Oh,
I'm thinking, let me see what Jimmy
You'll
has to
love it.
say.
They have to put it on a computer, though, right?
He'll love it. What?
Sort of, not really. They have some software that they install on a laptop, like, to manage... But you don't, I mean, you can
They
just...
do it on a desktop? They
Yeah,
can't?
I just delete that shit when they're done.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't need that stuff.
I got a desktop that's just fucking getting killed by viruses.
Oh, really? Is it just rotting in a corner with the viruses?
yeah,
It's got the plague.
I went out with some old friends yesterday, and we were discussing this, and they said by the year, I forgot what year, but very soon, I think 2015, the desktop computer will not be around anymore. It's gonna be one of those things that completely goes away, because if you look, everyone's got the laptops. Not everyone, but we're heading that way.
Yeah.
You got the laptops, you got the iPad, and you can do all that your shit on your
And
phone.
on your phone.
So people are going to...
It's going to be very niche, like people that have certain needs for it. The big monitor.
But in general, they're saying that is absolutely going to go away.
Yeah.
The desktop.
Yeah.
I hate that you're right.
Post PC market. Thank you, Danny.
I have a nice desktop, a really good Apple, with a Mac.
the Power Mac.
I've seen yours. It's
fucking
amazing.
great,
It
30-inch
really looks
screen.
nice.
Oh yeah, the 30.
And I know
Great.
I don't have it long enough to justify getting rid of it, and I haven't done enough with it.
Mine's just sitting
Yeah.
there, and I turned it on the other day. There are so many like screens I gotta close.
Oh,
It is-
really?
It'll take 10 minutes to close all the screens that have popped up. And my computer guy gave up on it. He's supposed to come in and fix it, and whatever.
Why not just wipe it clean, start fresh?
Yeah, well,
I don't even bother with fucking shit anymore.
Kind of like, you gotta help your dad out, man.
I know. I tried explaining to him that, like, look, if you're comfortable with your porno viewing habits, at least get an external hard drive.
Right.
His machine probably has like 20 megabytes free, and it runs like, it takes like three hours to boot up. It's just one of those machines.
Yeah. Oh God.
And I'm just trying to get him onto the X-Hamster scene, and he just doesn't want to listen to me.
You don't have to look at pictures on your computer.
Right.
It's videos.
If you like a video and you're like, wow, I could totally beat off to that like 7 more times, just save it as a bookmark or something. Like, it's not going anywhere.
It doesn't have to go on your fucking
Or an
computer.
external. I love externals.
Yeah, those
That's
are
my
great.
motto.
Yep.
I love externals.
I love externals. That's like your fucking your credo, isn't it?
Yes.
Your motto.
Yes.
Yes. I think I found a new phone.
Really?
Breaking news, because this has been a thing on
Does
the
it
show for a
start
while.
with an I and end with phone?
Well, let me explain something to you.
That's a no, by the way.
My buddy Buzzy, you know Buzzy.
Yeah.
He's a big digital media guy, and he's had the exact BlackBerry I have that I'm holding in my hand that looks very archaic.
Now, why would he have that?
He did have it. Then he went iPhone.
Yeah.
Now, I'm announcing that I'm going out, I think, and getting the Motorola Atrix 4G. He loves this thing.
Yeah?
And I want to hold out before I know it, before I actually end up getting the iPhone down the road. I want to try one more phone. He
I
loves
like the
it.
carbon fiber look. That's pretty cool.
Are you being serious now?
No, I do. The carbon fiber look has always been like a cool thing.
Got too many
Black
buttons
carbon
on it,
fiber.
though. Like, too many hard buttons.
I don't like hard buttons.
There's no hard buttons on that.
The bottom, they're all right.
No,
that-
no, that's yeah. Those
Dedicated touch.
Dedicated.
Yeah.
Dedicated, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking take a look at it today. Because the BlackBerry is over. I have to announce that. It's
They're
over.
terrible, dude.
I hung in there as long as I can, and they just don't have a new phone out there that's worth buying. The one they had all the commercials for was a bust. That's why you saw all those commercials on TV. They knew they were losing their ass.
Yeah.
And since then, they don't have another fucking phone. I go to my cell guy, and he's like, it was supposed to come out around Christmas, and then it was supposed to come out in January. We're up to what, March now? And there's still no phone around the corner.
I've hated them since the storm when I tried to go to Verizon
Oh,
with the
God.
storm. I hate BlackBerry.
Yeah,
I was talking to somebody in the Verizon store. He goes, yeah, man, the guy's stubborn who runs it. He's like a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
Why is he stubborn? The market
know.
doesn't allow for stubbornness.
I know.
You know
because
what?
they're losing customers left and right. The only people that got the BlackBerry are the businesses that got
Yeah.
the contracts. Like SiriusXM has a BlackBerry
Right.
contract, so all their employees here have the BlackBerry.
It's meant for, corporate fucking emails and shit. It's not meant for fucking multimedia and fun like
Yeah.
the fucking iPhone is. And the reason I love the iPhone, everything I have, like my laptop and desktops and the iPad, like even you have an iPad and shit.
I got a lot of Mac products,
There's so
man.
much shit to go back and forth, and it's so easy
Yeah.
to go back and forth from your phone to the iPad to the
Yeah, I
computer.
know, I know.
It's all so fucking wrapped up in one nice little package of syncing shit up. You don't have to worry about compatibility issues and bullshit. There's a million fucking apps. Like, it just runs better. I see what Keith the Cop goes through with his dumbass phone.
Why doesn't
and you're
he-
just going, what the fuck are you doing?
Why doesn't he have an iPhone?
Because don't even start the argument.
Just because.
Why?
Because BlackBerry Messenger. That's why.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of that.
Why?
I love the BlackBerry.
It's a text
message.
message. What's the difference?
I
Yeah.
loved it.
It's a text message, though.
So.
What's
So just text.
BBN? Why would you
But
want
see,
that?
when you had a lot of your friends and family on the BlackBerry, it was just a cool thing to have. But they're all going away, so now you're right. Now I'm texting those people I used to BlackBerry.
Yeah,
message.
you just text everybody.
Yeah.
It's great.
I hate BBM.
The texts line up.
Yeah,
nice.
it was just another thing to check,
Yeah,
It was
another
it was another icon.
I liked
with
it.
numbers popping up on it.
Yes.
I liked it, but the problem is, like, literally, I got 2 friends left on BBM. 2. That's it. I used to
Everyone
have
goes.
like I don't know, a dozen or so easy.
Kenny has to get off the fucking
Kenny's
BlackBerry.
one of them.
Exactly.
And
Oh,
he's
God.
barely a friend. I don't know what he is. He's my robot. He's our robot, I should say.
Kenny's a friend and also a talking cadaver. He's under 2 categories. But I don't know how he keeps his BlackBerry. It's like get an iPhone. He doesn't enjoy anything. It's
Look,
like,
yeah.
Kenny, have fun.
There was
Enjoy.
a time, us BlackBerry people, it made sense, but it doesn't make sense anymore. I'm here to say it's over. It's over.
We
for
want you to get an
BlackBerry.
iPhone.
Oh, Kenny.
Would you get an iPhone, Kenny?
I'm not smart enough to use Mac.
He has a Mac.
Yeah, the laptop. I hate it. I don't know how to use it.
But you don't try to learn how to use it. Like, you don't play with it and enjoy it.
I don't even think twice about using the
Yeah.
Mac. It's so easy.
I guess Keith's phone works. He just texted "fuck off" to me. Fuck off.
Yeah, Keith got a
I
BlackBerry.
love "fuck off."
Exactly. He also had a
Really-
Storm, the 8-click per letter Storm.
That dumb thing.
Storm. He doesn't have the Storm, Jimmy. He has the Storm 2.
Storm
Oh,
2.
that's what he got.
Right.
Tuk, tuk, tuk.
Twice as shitty.
It sounded like velociraptors in your kitchen. That fucking hunk of
That
shit.
clicking. It's like the buttons are intuitive. You feel them, and you need a tactile input when you're. No, you don't,
Dude, when I was going left, right, you know how fucking annoying that BlackBerry people, they're tech people, if they're listening, you should really hang yourselves.
Well-
You're not good people.
Well, with that, we got to go to the phones. First of all, you heard that BlackBerry's trying to do their BBM. Thank you for the
Yeah.
iPhone and the Droids. They want to move that technology because they're
Yeah.
desperate now. They're like, well, I know they know that's a lot of people have it still for the BBM, so they're like, well, why don't we just give the technology to the other phone
Honestly,
providers?
what's the difference between getting a BBM
Nothing
and
anymore.
a text message?
There was a time it was just cool because it was separate and it had its nice little fucking
what's-
icon.
Because
I can't argue the point anymore. I'm agreeing with you.
I look at "fuck off" here.
There was a
Let me just look
time-
at a text. Fuck off.
I get it. There was a
Hang on.
time it was just cool to kind
Yeah?
of just be with your BlackBerry pals.
Really?
And yes,
That was cool.
I had just
it was nice.
I had posted yesterday. There was an article going around about the BBM on Android and iOS platforms. So of course I got to bust Keith's balls about it.
Yeah.
because he's always spouting off about the BBM. So this is his words. So this is him explaining why he keeps it. It says it's about communicating with people in a business circle that prefer that form of communication. So if they're
Yeah,
if
well-
it's about the other people, not necessarily what you want, it's about what everyone else has to make your life easier.
It was like just putting it in a folder.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because like the BBM people, you had to accept a friend request and all that, whatever.
Really?
Accept contact or whatever. So yeah, it kind of had your folder of fucking BlackBerry people. And like Keith said, it was it was a lot of the people that you work with.
I understand it. I just
'Cause
don't
the
get the appeal of
Exactly. I don't want a
get it.
folder of
it
BlackBerry
doesn't-
people.
It doesn't make sense anymore because
Yeah.
the texting and all
I
that
know.
has gotten way
And-
better in general. So.
Yeah.
But with BBM, because I used to have a BlackBerry years ago, and I would never even use the BBM function because I was like, well, I don't understand what's the difference between this and either texting me or just getting me on instant messenger or something. It's like the
I'll
same
say it
thing.
again. In the year 2011, there's no difference, but there was a time that it just kind of just made sense.
Days
I don't
gone
know.
by.
Because
know
I used to
about
get text messages from, junk text messages and all that shit too, and from people I didn't want to fucking hear from.
Do you know I had a folder?
you know what I mean.
I had a folder of BlackBerry messengers people.
Yeah.
Really?
And I threw it away.
Let me see. Someone's saying I have to wait for the Motorola Bionic. What the fuck is that? Kevin in
Steve
Oklahoma.
Austin.
Kevin.
Great.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning.
Opie, dude, YouTube Motorola Bionic. It's got a 1 gig dual core PC grade processor. This is going to be the phone.
The iPhone killer? The iPhone killer?
No. I'm not saying the iPhone killer. Just check it out. Just go on YouTube, check it out. They announced it at CES in Vegas last month. This is going to be a really cool phone.
Yeah, dude, I'm looking at it right now. It looks like every other Android phone I've ever seen. It's pretty sweet.
Well, no, I know.
Pretty
I know.
sweet.
Check it out. This thing's going to be, it's pretty cool.
Wow, it's got like a flat
Well done.
touch screen. It's
When is it
Those
come-
4 dedicated touch buttons on the bottom.
Right.
The whatever the current Android OS is.
When is it coming out?
In about a month.
Wait,
And then-
they don't. What does Android use as an operating system? The Windows.
That
based?
is the operating
That's the
system.
operating
That's
system.
why when you see news articles that say Android dominates BlackBerry and iOS for market share, it's because the Android is an operating system, whereas BlackBerry and iPhone is hardware. So when you have one operating system over multiple platforms of hardware, of course they're going to
different
dominate
types
market
of
share.
phones, yeah.
So it was kind of a tricky way to. Were they really ahead of the iPhone or no?
Well, because if iPhone says here Motorola Bionic and here HTC Evo whatever, you could use the iOS platform.
Yeah.
I don't think that Android would be having the market share.
right. But they don't.
All right, I'll look at the Bionic. Here's BlackBerry's new phone, by the way. I do know about this.
Oh,
Just
no.
gotta wait to hear this. Travis in Kentucky.
Oh, no.
Travis.
Hi, Alan. I'm a BlackBerry guy. I went to the Sprint store, looked at a new BlackBerry. It's a goddamn flip phone.
They're going
What is it,
backwards.
a StarTech or StarTech?
I think they're giving up. I don't know.
A flip phone?
I don't believe you.
I swear.
What year is this?
I saw the BlackBerry Flip.
Oh, that's old, though.
Now there's a newer version of that.
Is there really?
The one I saw.
Oh, they're just hideous.
Any reason for buttons anymore?
I
In any way, shape, or form?
I don't know what they're doing.
I fought it. I didn't want to get rid of the what'd you say, the tactile? You're right.
Yeah.
You get used to touching something and feeling buttons, and I got used to that. But after a while, predictive text on BlackBerry on the iPhone is actually pretty good.
I get so pissed off though that it says "shot" every time I try to type shit.
Understandable.
And I type shit a lot.
But so many, and also say it.
Yes. And fuck never comes out. It's fick.
Yeah.
Or something. It's like and then
Okay.
you hit send and you're mad because you said something was bullshit.
This guy. This guy's got to explain why BBM is better than texting.
Oh, cool.
Alex
okay.
in Boston.
Thank
Go ahead,
God.
Alex.
Hey, guys.
Is that the newer version? Yeah. See, there is a BlackBerry Flip. I don't know what they're doing.
Look at that thing.
I'm not
they
buying that.
Stink.
That looks like it's from the 90s.
It's and then because it opens up, it's twice as big as the current
They're
BlackBerry.
fucking horrendous.
What are they doing?
They want you to have the buttons on the bottom or not commit to having the buttons.
I was a customer. I
They're-
wanted to continue with you guys.
They're
That screen
fucking
looks
horrible.
awful.
They stink. They make me
fuck are
angry.
they-
I'm angry now.
I'm
I'm mad
pissed.
too.
I'm angry.
The
Why
fuck
am
are
I
they
mad?
doing?
Why am I mad?
I don't know why I care.
I'm mad that exists.
But, dude, look, 2 screens, dude.
Oh, when you shut it, then the front is a real shitty resolution screen.
Oh my God! What are they doing?
Like the iPhone screen is like a fucking computer monitor.
Dude, you're holding glass in your face and magic comes from it.
They had me though. I was a customer, faithful customer.
You know how
I
you-
was sitting there waiting for the new phone every 6 months.
You know how you feel about the iPad? Like I held out to it first, not as long as you did, and I was like, "Fuck it, man, I got it." And you liked it.
Yeah.
The same with the iPhone, man. It's better now than it was
I'm
when
gonna
it
try
first
one
came
more
out.
phone.
Once
before I
you
get the
have it,
iPhone.
it's like fucking you can't. I cannot imagine getting another phone. And I was get a new phone guy like every couple of months. I was looking at something, going, "Oh, I want that one. I want that one." I wouldn't even think twice about getting another iPhone. And
Especially with Verizon on board.
Last
now.
night with the people I was out with, I had explained the Pebble again.
Jesus Christ, the only thing that should have been skipped across a pond like a pebble.
I might have to take a picture of my Pebble.
The
because
Pebble.
Still have it?
Oh yeah, it just sits in my desk.
Looks like a big suppository.
Do you save? I save old phones. In
I don't. This
I
one,
do too.
oh,
I
this
got
one,
a fucking drawer full.
this one, I just haven't thrown it away for whatever reason. It's useless. But
Yeah. Save that one. That's a keeper.
I got to take a picture because I remember the day I brought it in to brag to all you guys, and I did get a few wows.
Like, look at
the
this.
time. At the time, I did.
I remember though.
And then the technology quickly changed, like literally the next week, and everyone started going to the smartphones.
yeah, because you got a look on your face whenever someone asks, like, well, "What does it do?" And you're like,
I just said it looked cool.
"It looks cool."
It
and
felt like you
could
were
make a call with it.
It felt like you were carrying around a really soft rock in your back pocket. It was a nice feeling.
It felt good in
But
your pocket.
It was the last, I'll say, sort of cool phone before the smartphones took over.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember when that Pebble came out, no one was doing the fucking iPhone crap and the BlackBerry crap.
It was very rare to find a phone that did anything except
the
make
trios
calls
were
and
out.
text.
The trios were out with the big thick antenna.
Yeah.
You know, so the smartphones
remember
were
those.
starting to develop. So this was the
Yeah.
last cool phone before the smartphones, in my opinion.
What about the Palm? Remember the Palm Pilot?
Palm was out, but it was too much going
Palm.
on.
You had it, and it wasn't even a phone. Like you needed that and your phone. Like they were able to finally get everything. Your iPod,
But there-
everything in one thing.
But there was a crossroad where people wanted a smaller phone because you did have the Palm Pilots and the Trios and sort of BlackBerry, and people were confused. They're like, I want a really small phone, and then the argument was, why would you carry that around when you could do all that on your computer?
Yeah.
But then people were like, no, you don't understand. When you could do everything on that you could do on your computer on the phone. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was like there was a definite crossroad which direction was going to go.
Yeah,
in.
it had to balance out the size of the phone,
Right.
and what it can do,
Right.
So, and again, I'll fucking crow about that.
And then all of a
goddamn
sudden,
iPhone. Perfect.
one day we said, fuck having a small phone. Who cares?
Yeah.
I want to be able to do more on
As long
my
as it fits
phone.
in my pocket.
Right.
Yeah, I don't care if it's any smaller.
But remember-
stylus.
But remember, everyone was obsessed with getting the phone smaller and smaller.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that just went away overnight.
The stylus.
If anyone has a stylus anymore, take
Fucking-
it
you can't
be
and
friends with
plunge
them.
it into your face.
Then blow off Rich Voss because he only got rid of that stylus probably a year ago.
Dude,
I
you
bet.
can't be friends with people with styluses.
no.
Is he coming in today?
A stylus.
I bet you he got rid of the stylus about a year ago.
Probably it was too big for his hands.
Everyone would lose their stylus. They're like, oh, I lost my stylus.
The guy was going to explain the BBM thing, but we just babbled too long, so we lost him.
BBWs.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. What is that thing?
That's the Apple Newton.
The Newton.
Yeah, that was the innovator. That was before Palm Pilots. That was before.
That
all
looks like
shit. One of Apple's monumental flops, but really they were just kind of way ahead of.
But
their
it looks
time.
like a combo of iPad and an iPhone, kind of. They're a little confused there.
Yeah,
Look
there's
that
a-
up at home for yourself.
You see
There's
the
a lot
antenna
of
on top,
hardware.
too?
Yeah.
There's a lot of hardware there.
There was a flop,
Oh.
Danny?
What's up?
That was a flop?
Huge.
When did it come out?
I don't. I
I got to
even
check.
remember.
I got to check. I
remember
don't know.
that
It was
at all.
kind of like I think it was like mid-90s.
I like the monochrome display.
What is it, though? What would it
It's
do?
like a PDA.
Yeah, it would like
Yeah, I don't
keep,
remember that.
keep
Was it a
your
phone?
contacts in
It was,
there.
it was like a Palm Pilot. You keep your contacts, your calendar,
Oh,
all
my
that
God.
stuff.
Fucking Palm Pilot.
Yeah, the Palm Pilot. Remember
I
that?
forget. It's... You
That
know
had a
what?
stylus.
That guy that we had, who was the guy we had, the genius guy who thinks we're all going to be computers by April?
I was trying.
Ray Kurzweil.
What?
that
Ray
guy,
Kurzweil?
Ray,
Yeah.
The Great Criswell?
He was on the cover of Time this month.
Yeah.
And he's right about technology reinventing itself because literally you forget.
That was right around the corner. That wasn't that long.
This was
ago.
impressive stuff.
What year was
I
that,
know.
Danny?
The Palm Pilot.
71 maybe?
The Newton.
The develop of the Newton platform started in '87 and ended in '98.
Damn.
The Newtons were in 98.
The Apple Newton, the one that we were looking at, is called the Apple Newton Message Pad 2100.
Oh, that sounds
2100. That sounds good.
Do you think anyone uses that in the country? Is there any of those active in the country right now?
That would be
Maybe for nostalgic purposes.
Yeah, ironically.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Ironically. Someone
No,
owns it ironically.
Yeah.
In Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Some hipster
absolutely.
in Brooklyn.
Hipster. in
Absolutely.
Brooklyn.
But no, some people just hold on to shit
Drinking his
forever.
PBR.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys want to hear the game changer? Got it right here.
Game changer.
We got
By
a
the way,
game
this-
changer. Drew and yes.
Sorry, just real quick. The first one of these hardware Newtons came out in '93. So
Okay, 93.
Drew in Jersey. What's up, Drew?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Drew.
Hey.
So there's a professor in UC Berkeley who did his whole speech recently about how any technology that really changes in the face of how we do things has to fit in your pocket, right? And all these tablets, they're great, but they're too fucking big. They don't fit in your pocket. And supposedly, the story right now is that BlackBerry's coming out with a tablet thing that does fit in your pocket that's supposed to literally change the game. Because
It's an
they're
iPhone.
putting all their
Called
Yeah,
an
it's
iPhone.
BlackBerry. It's not. It's yeah, exactly. It's a fucking. It's a coupon for an iPad. No,
fits
you know what
right
he
in
might
your
be
pocket.
talking. This is what will change the game when they figure this out, and they haven't yet. The screens and stuff that can be
Nice.
rolled out.
Well, Rich wants attention.
Oh, right,
Everyone
right,
look
right.
at his ass.
Oh,
that's
the,
great.
oh,
Thanks,
God,
Rich.
boss.
Keep him out of here.
He said he got rid of his stylus a year ago.
Yeah, okay.
A year
I
ago.
told you.
That's still too fucking.
So, Drew, what is
Long
this? The
tablet.
game changer?
Yeah, I don't know what the name of it is yet. I don't think they released actually a name. But the BlackBerry tablet, which is supposed to be coming out this summer, it's really what they put all of their efforts towards right now. Is trying to crack that whole market and come up with something that actually fits in your pocket but does everything that a tablet does. So the screen is going to be bigger than the iPhone.
So now their
It's gonna have
BlackBerry is
all
just
that
going to be larger.
It's in between. Look, I'm looking at something now. That,
can't be in
online.
between the two
It's in between.
technologies.
It's too small for a tablet,
To
and it's
appreciate
too
it.
big for a
Yes.
phone.
I agree with you.
The BlackBerry tablet doesn't work because they've already said, like, to get your email on the BlackBerry tablet,
Yeah.
you have to have a Bluetooth connection to your BlackBerry. It's true. So you have to have your BlackBerry
That's
in your
such a
hand.
fucking horrible.
And
We're
the
all in a
tablet
rage.
on the other hand.
BlackBerry ruined our day.
I'm fucking
us
done.
angry.
Look, I'm done.
Break it.
Break it.
I got. I don't even know if I could go a day without a phone at this point.
When
I
you leave
would.
it at home now, it's like, what
It's-
the fuck?
it's the
I'm
worst
totally,
feeling.
I'm not connected. You feel like you're not plugged into the world.
That's the worst feeling, and that's why I didn't get a beeper back in the day. I'm like, I
A beeper?
I want to be able to fucking not have to be connected all
Hit
the
me
time.
on the hip, motherfucker.
What a dumb
Hit me
idea
on
that
the
was.
hip.
When
Really?
the whatchamacallit's coming out? The new iPhones that Verizon can get. Summer?
June.
All right.
Yeah.
Drew, thanks for the game changer. We're all hearing about that BlackBerry
we're all gonna,
tablet.
we're all going to get the playbook when it comes out.
Basically, you have to have your cell phone in your pocket. Wait till it vibrates to let you know you have an email, and then get your tablet.
And then get your tablet.
That can't be possible.
They have to be connected
I
because
don't believe
BlackBerry
you.
is worried about security or something. I don't know exactly what their rationale was, but
They're
have
assholes.
to have your BlackBerry on you.
I don't believe
Here's
you
what the
at all.
rationale is. They're afraid that their obsolete phones are going to be even more obsolete with their fucking 6x9 tablet. Or what are you doing?
Yeah, what is that?
It has wheels on it. Hey, it's a wagon. It's a fucking wagon. You can put rocks on it and pull them.
It's the worst.
I
It's
love
too
it.
small for a tablet and too big for a phone.
You know who's in charge of the technology? Steve Jobs. I bet you Steve Jobs actually just sends them all their text suggestions. No. Go bigger on the phone.
Yeah, bigger phone,
Smaller
but
on the
small.
tablet.
It'll rule.
When they figure this out, when they figure out how to unroll, like they will eventually figure out a thing that can be put in your pocket that unrolls to tablet-sized screen that's
Right.
perfect quality. That will fucking kill everything. But until that happens,
Yeah.
or projection things that are absolutely perfect to work on every surface. Those are the things that will kill
But you
everything.
can't have a device that's in between the iPad and a phone right now. You just can't do that.
No.
No, it's stupid.
I don't want a bigger.
Yeah, Sam is actually absolutely right. I'm reading all about it. It's
Come on.
Unable-
That can't be
I told
possible.
you. I don't
However,
lie.
How stupid is this company?
You do lie.
Unable to
You're right,
access
you're right,
corporate email without a tethered BlackBerry device will be a blow to enterprise users.
Enterprise.
Why
would they do that?
Because they're dumb.
But it does say, on the other hand, it shouldn't have much effect on non-corporate users who would have access to their Hotmail, Gmail, whatever. Web-based.
Yeah, but
So you have to go, but you have to go to the web-based.
I don't know.
email?
I-
Like you have to
I-
open the browser.
oh god.
I'm sure that the device itself could probably get to Gmail servers. I think what they mean is for company
Hold
emails.
on. Why would they do that, though? Because most people using BlackBerries are
Are business.
corporate guys. So why would they make the corporate guys have the BlackBerry and that? That doesn't
Plus,
make sense.
the iPad
That's
was-
the only reason people are keeping their stupid BlackBerries.
The iPad was marketed as being in between an iPhone and a computer. So why would you now have to have another in between? Well, there's more. There's room for another in between.
It's so stupid.
I'm
BlackBerry is
so
dumb.
I'm hoping Monday I got that Droid, man. I'm going to try it, or at least look at it today, the Atrix. If anyone has any feedback on that, I'd appreciate it. And then, of course, then I'll finally do the right thing and get the iPhone.
You should wait until June anyway.
So
For the
between now
iPhone.
and June, I'll try out the fucking Atrix.
It's
I
all
can
a
afford
write-off,
it.
dude. It's all a write-off anyway.
Yeah.
Like any technology you fuck with for the show is a write-off. So
All right, guys, we should take our first break. We got a very busy show today. Extremely busy.
Yes.
I miss
Troy Kwan's song just went viral, I heard.
Yeah, I mean, it got some web,
Yep.
whatever,
Holy
some
shit.
web
Does
traffic.
Troy know this?
I don't know. I didn't talk to him this morning, but I saw it on some pretty major websites.
All right, we'll talk about Troy Kwan's song going viral.
Yeah.
The one we made
I-
fun of is actually going viral.
Amazing.
I mean, we were wrong again.
we have to take our lumps, as they say,
We'll explain next.
and eat some crow.
We were being sarcastic when we said it was
I
good.
know.
And Ann found something very interesting in the paper today. The world's most typical human being.
Yeah.
What would you think that is? The
Like
world's
if you just imagine
there's plenty of jokes to be made, certainly.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
I also want to
the
realize
world's most typical human
most
being.
typical human being, what the picture of a typical Earthling.
Remember when we
would
used to
look
have
like.
to do what our typical listener looks like?
Yes.
It's the same thing, but this is for the world.
the world?
A woman who finds me sexually repulsive. That'd be
Let
it.
the jokes begin.
Someone smarter than Voss.
What do you think the world's most typical human being is?
Yeah.
How old? What does he look like?
Yeah.
What does he do?
Right.
How much he makes?
Yep.
World's most typical human being.
Something to think about during the break.
Muslim. Biggest religion in the world. 25.
25-year-old Muslim. How much does he make? Is that in there? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Low. It's a low amount of money, probably.
well throw-
Average yearly income.
What do you think the average
what do you
yearly
think?
income of the typical human being?
Islam is very big in the Middle East and certain parts of Africa. I'm probably way off.
How much
but
a year?
40,000. No.
Typical. Average.
$20,000 a year.
So you're saying 25-year-old Muslim man
I'm probably 100% wrong. I'm just
making $25,000 a year?
let's say the price is wrong.
Yeah.
You can adjust a little if you want. I'm not giving any.
No, I know you're not. I'm just thinking.
You might
of,
be right on it.
Of African countries and a lot of like Pakistan. They don't make. No, you know what? $8,000 a year.
8,000.
25-year-old Muslim that makes $8,000 a year. Okay,
Yeah, and I'm sure I'm probably way off. Oh, you know what? You know what it could be. You know what?
Uh-oh, he's honing.
No.
He's honing.
Asian female.
Asian female. Makes how much?
30-year-old Asian female
30-year-old Asian female.
making $8,000.
What are you
a
fucking
year.
asking for? Are you on Craigslist?
Oh yeah. Am I speaking out loud?
Oops. Making how much? I'm just laughing because it's completely different from the first guess.
$8,000 a year.
$8,000.
Oh, we writing these down? All right. So now it's a 30-year-old Asian woman making $8,000 a year. All right.
Uh-huh.
All right, we're going to tell
Wait a
you what
minute.
the world's most... You're going to have another guess.
All right, wait a minute.
6'9" Mexican man with blonde hair making $2.3 billion a month.
A month. All right.
Only half circumcised.
We got our first radio tease. The world's most typical human being. We'll tell you who that person
Yes.
is after the break. Troy Kwan's viral Charlie Sheen song. And, of course, Car Crash Comedy a little later this morning, and Kevin Smith stopping by. So, very busy today.
Very.
Sirius XM, the virus.
Attention college students. Are you having trouble punching up that term paper?
Yeah, my professor is killing me.
Need to doctor your dissertation?
Oh man, would I ever?
Impress your professors with a flurry of words from the new Vossipedia Online.
Awesome!
Simply type in your question, and Vossipedia spits out the appropriate terminology.
What's the capital of Georgia?
Alana.
Wow, it's so easy. Man, I can't remember the name of the U.S. prison in Cuba.
Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, that's right.
Vossipedia Online is the most useful research tool since the paperweight.
What's the name of that mountain with the president's faces?
Mountain in Rushmore.
Oh man, I'm a fucking idiot, of course. What festivity is celebrated with booze and muggings in New Orleans?
Mardi Gras.
Here comes another
Stutter,
A.
stammer, and slobber your way through college with helpful hints from Vossipedia Online.
What does IQ stand for?
Intellectual quiz.
Man, this is a lifesaver. Thanks, Vossipedia.
Good morning. Thanks for calling Radio Shack. My name is Danny. How can I help you?
I used to have the thing on my... Yeah.
Into your router settings.
Okay, so I log in. I find this shit right here.
Yeah, exactly right. So get in there and then, make sure that your Wi-Fi is enabled.
But where do you fucking wire it into?
Well, I mean, it should just be wired right from your cable modem. It should just be right in there.
Yeah. Why? How do you know that?
Because that's just how it works.
Are you talking about the hot, the heavy, thick wire? You're talking about?
You mean like a Cat5?
You're talking about
Ethernet cable?
Yeah, they call them. I think they call them hot wires.
Firewire?
Firewire.
Dude, do you need like a universal AC adapter or a soldering iron?
What's that?
Dude, let me just get back to work, man. Like, can you open a browser and get to the web?
So it's wireless. It's a wireless connection.
Yeah, it's wireless. It's a wireless connection. Are you on the web?
Okay, so now...
Can you go to a website? Can you do that?
You hook it up, okay?
Are you listening? Are you listening to me? Can you open a browser and go to your homepage?
Is it that easy?
Yes!
Click. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I see it.
Jeez.
Bingo! We have a winner. Is that it? Is that it for good? Am I set for life?
Yeah, that's it, dude. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you for helping me.
Yeah, man, no problem, dude.
There were some other tech questions I needed. Oh, Facebook.
No!
I'm up to my limit of friends.
No! If you want a cordless phone or some LEDs,
I'm up to my limit of
fine.
friends, 5,000.
I'm not helping you.
I think somebody set up a fan page.
I'm hanging up!
How do I get people to go there instead of sending me friend requests?
Sirius XM, the virus. Yeah, this is the Opie and Anthony Show. Damn it.
Very busy day. I just walked by the fishbowl, and the listeners are there and ready to go for Car Crash Comedy.
Yes.
So,
and one of the contestants is in studio.
Yeah. What's your name, sir?
Whoa.
And how long have you been doing comedy?
This is crazy. I bought my car in the shop the other day. I had to get a rental car. and it had Sirius, and I don't have Sirius in my car, and I'm listening.
Sirius?
I said Sirius. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I said
Sorry.
Sirius. So I'm listening to Raw Dog or the comedy, and even though you're jaded, I'm going, oh, this stinks. This stinks.
Yeah.
And I'm listening. I'm going, this really stinks. And then it hits me. It was me. I'm going, God, what a lisp. Who would talk like that?
This guy sucks.
He's horrible. So I kept giving it. I go, let me give it another shot. And it didn't turn me around on me.
How hot is this fucking Gossip Girl? I didn't know she was only 17. She was in the other day. I was taping for the Boneyard, and I fucking sit in the glass studio.
Yeah. Taylor Momsen.
Dude, I look out, and literally she's taking pictures with, like, Roland and the guys, and her fucking ass cheeks are hanging out of her dress. I had to go out and get a shot with her. She is fucking sexy, man.
She's
look how tall she is.
Yeah, she's great.
Very leggy.
You don't think the girl yesterday was sexy?
I loved her. Malin Ackerman, she was phenomenal.
Loved her.
Phenomenal.
I don't know who you're talking about, so I'm trying to like compare to decide who's hotter.
That chick right there.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Jesus.
noticed that,
Wow,
too.
Look at
Yeah.
that. I mean, come on.
What's that?
Her thumbs.
Her awful thumbs.
Oh my God.
Cares?
Malin,
look,
yeah.
Look how nice. See how thick. When that went into your ass, you would definitely feel it.
Yeah,
It would get stuck in
noticed
there,
that?
though.
Immediately.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, try to find something wrong with her. You got
No,
it.
you just
never.
notice it, though, but it's not even to try to find it. It just happens to.
I wasn't looking at her hands. I saw that picture. I'm like, oh my God. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, those bulbous thumbs.
That didn't matter, though. Megan Fox has
Yeah,
them.
whatever.
Well,
Where you go? Where
she's
you
a
go?
hell
has
of a
them?
gal.
Yeah.
I don't have them. Conscious of us.
Oh, yeah? Let me see him. No one looks at you.
What, your thumbs?
I got stubby thumbs, too.
Yeah. He's a little
There
thumb.
might be other people in my family that have it worse.
Whenever he throws a punch, his thumb just flops out because there's not enough tuck.
I got to awkwardly curl the one nail a little longer so it looks like a real thumbnail. Ugh.
That's a little guy.
And then the right one's sort of okay.
That's a little guy.
It's a little.
You got little guy thumbs.
Just be happy you're the race that has thumbs.
Jesus, Rich Voss, everyone. Rich Voss.
But yeah, could be a lizard.
Kevin Smith's going to be here very soon too, and then we're going to move over to the Fishbowl to do some comedy.
Right.
So we're looking for the world's most typical human being. You got an answer for this, Rich?
Most
a guess?
typical?
Yeah,
In the world.
It's like think the entire world. How old
average-
is the person? What does he look like? How much does he make a year?
the average Earthling.
I'll tell you the truth. I
Yeah.
tweeted this or whatever you call it. I was on the plane the other day coming back from Atlanta, and there was a guy. He must have been 37, 38. We're in first class. I'm
Of course.
upgraded or bumped up. And I'm sitting there, and he's watching 2.5 Men, and he's laughing. And I wanted to just fucking put a shiv in his fucking neck. I'm going, you're an adult, and you're laughing at this? So that's your typical fucking American that would just sit and laugh at 2.5 Men, but probably be offended by Patrice or Louis C.K. or something.
It's
Yeah,
not
of
as
course.
2.5 Men. I watched the episode one time, and I wanted to hate it.
It's not that bad.
The writing was actually
I hate
edgier
to
than
admit
most sitcoms. I was
Yeah.
surprised with some of the lines they did.
But just the keyword sitcom. It's
Yeah, they take a few more chances, and they're a little edgier than the average sitcom. I still wouldn't watch weekly, but I did take a peek too, and it's
He's
not
the
that
typical
bad.
guy.
What do you think? World's most typical human being.
Yeah.
You got to consider
Typical
the whole
human
world.
being. What's the makeup? If
For example-
if they walked in here, what would they be?
Jimmy has two answers: a 25-year-old Muslim that makes what do you say,
8,000
a year, or a 30-year-old Asian
Asian
woman
woman.
that makes
8,000.
8,000.
8,000.
Same pay.
Oh,
I
was the
stuck-
same pay?
I stuck
Yeah.
to that, yeah.
And what about the
Typical.
Mexican guy though?
What do you think of
The most
typical?
common person right now on the planet.
Yeah, what would be the most common person on the planet?
Safe to
someone
say
that
he's not
hates my
Jewish.
people.
An anti-Semite?
Wait a minute. You know what?
Probably a designer in fucking Italy.
Oh, yes.
You know what? It's a fucking baby.
A baby.
Really?
Yeah, or a
Uncle
youngster.
Paul?
No, it's a youngster.
A youngster?
Yes.
So what's the makeup,
Because-
age, and income?
An Asian a youngster
Yeah.
with no income.
Asian youngster, no income is that would be the average Earthling.
The most common earthling
The most
right now.
common.
Oh,
Earthling.
and we forgot the most important part of this
What?
quiz: his demeanor.
Oh, right.
Cries a lot.
I said
A crying baby. That's
fucked up.
Anthony.
I fucked up by saying his demeanor. So it is a guy. So that's part of the puzzle. So it is a guy. Final answers.
I don't know. I'll
Rich?
stick with my.
I want to know what Rich would think.
My instead of Asian female, Asian male.
Asian male, 30.
Typical. I don't understand. Typical. What
Most
you mean.
common type of person. Like, what is the most common human in the planet?
See, we're stupid. We think.
Are you saying the most numbers wise?
All right, you're just a
Asian?
dumb man.
You're
just a dumb
Why
man.
am I a dumb man? Typical.
What does typical mean?
It's the most.
typical. It's a guy. No, that's
typical.
Muslims are not typical. They're extremists, most of them. Or
No, but that's the most common religion.
so it's common, not typical. There's a difference between common and typical.
Not really. Not in this sense.
Not in this sense.
We mean the most common.
You're just talking the most. Yeah.
You're really, yeah. Just what do you think? See, in our dumb world, we think it's a white guy because that's all we basically know. But for the whole world, what is it? Most common, fine.
Then it would have to be throughout the world Muslim because there's more of them every fucking where.
And how old is the Muslim?
Well, okay, probably like I would say 21 or 19 years old. 19-year-old Muslim.
Okay. How much does he make?
Under the table.
Let's get the answer.
How did you ruin an already awful quiz?
Oh my God! It's just like Jimmy has fun answers. One of Jimmy's answers was a 6'9" Mexican that makes $2.3
billion a month.
Yeah, but I still say it with glasses. No, with a monocle.
Monocle.
Well, the headline is Chinese men are mean. The world's most typical human being is a 28-year-old Han Chinese man who speaks Mandarin and owns a cell phone. National Geographic found that the Hans are the world's largest ethnic group. 28 is the world's median age, and most people own cell phones.
So I was right, almost.
You were
When I
pretty-
said 30-year-old woman. I mean, Asian, I was right.
They were pretty
Yeah.
close. In their massive study, the magazine also found that there are more men than women worldwide, just barely, so it's very close. More right-handers than there are left-handers. And the average person makes less than $12,000 a year. The average human being makes less than $12,000.
That's why I was kind of
a year.
close
Did
with
you
age.
guys get together and decide on this bit together? Or
It's not a bit. It's a little bit of
fucking
information.
the worst filler I've ever done in this radio station. Okay, you guys are fucking.
But less than
edgy.
25% of the world's population has a bank account.
Less?
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Less than 25%.
Wow, they go to check cashing.
The average male height in Holland is 5'11". Peru's typical man is just 5'4.5".
Oh, shit, I'd be a giant over there.
Short people.
Women in Japan typically live to the age of 86. Women in
Japanese.
Afghanistan, want to guess?
30.
45.
No.
Average woman in Afghanistan makes it to 45. You got to be shitting me. And then it goes on to, oh, this is actually bad. The average American uses 100 gallons of water at home per day, while people in parts of Ethiopia use just 2.5 gallons of water each day.
Well, dig a fucking well, you goddamn assholes. God, do something.
We're just using all the water in
We don't
America.
use 100
That picture Danny has the world's most typical humor. It's just a really mean Asian guy's face.
Yeah.
like
and if you
that.
pan back, he's next to a traffic accident.
This guy kicked off an idol last night.
Looking ahead, the study says that the 28-year-old
I got it.
Han man won't be typical for long. By 2030, the most typical person in the world will be from India. So we're fucking in the minority.
We are
man.
complete minority.
Minority. The white man is the
Yeah.
minority.
Talk about fucking minorities.
Huh?
Fucking, we're the biggest minority in the world, and yet
Retards?
I knew a joke was coming because his neck threw out like a whatever.
Oh, boy.
My neck threw out like what? I'm a very, very bad neck right now. I'm sore
You
today.
have a very bad neck.
I'm sore.
Yeah.
What happened?
How big was it?
Thickness or like... I napped. I hurt my neck napping.
Right, that could happen.
I woke up and it's like, it hurts in my back. I would ask you to rub it, but you're a fucking vermin.
Can you rub his neck for him, Rick?
Oh, it's my back.
I wouldn't rub my wife's neck. How am I going to rub his fucking neck?
I forgot. You don't like human
it's
contact.
Fucking ridiculous.
You don't rub Bonnie's neck?
Not. She asked me
doesn't
to
like
rub
to
her
be
feet. I
touched.
put on gloves.
Do you at least touch your own wife?
A little.
A little,
Nobody
right?
wants to rub their nasty fucking.
I'd suck feet. You don't suck feet? Oh, her feet are awful?
Ugh, what are you kidding me? From walking around the fucking farm as a kid and fucking pig shit and stuff, whatever. I don't like touching. That's that whole. It's over fucking rated. There's nothing.
Rich, you need a hug. Jimmy, you want to give?
No, I know.
There's nothing. What's this?
That whole touch.
Rich was what's overrated?
It's just ridiculous.
Touching?
Stuff. Yeah, it's stupid.
He has Asperger's, boss. He's a weird autism.
Asperger's.
He's a weird autism without that whole ability to do anything with your mind. He's like Rain Man if he couldn't add or count.
Look, try to touch him. Look what
I
happens.
have a good
He
neck.
gets-
Yes, you do have a good neck, but what's above it is worthless.
Just try to touch Rich.
I love touching Rich.
Try to see. Look,
Yeah, he doesn't like it. He's backing away.
it's not creepy.
When you go to fucking 12-step meetings and I didn't break it.
Yeah, I got it.
They want to. First of all, at the end, they want to hold hands. Right at the end, they hold hands, and that's when I go to the bathroom. Okay.
Why do
Are
you
you
have
a
to hold
germ
hands?
freak?
A little bit.
He's
but-
made me a fucking germ freak. I can't stand Voss.
But why would you hold hands? I'm not into
to do the
that. I
fucking
wouldn't be
Lord's
into
Prayer.
that.
It's just a thing they
Do
do
you
at the
have
end.
to, though?
No, none of you don't do
No,
anything.
that's why
Some people
I
don't.
shoot to the bathroom, and then also another 12-step fellow.
wouldn't
They
wanna
always
hold
want to
hands with
hug
anybody.
you. Give me a hug.
Well, that's the famous scene from Fight Club with Meatloaf.
Well, they want to hug you.
I mean, it
and
wasn't
listen,
an AA meeting, but
If I knew how to hug, I wouldn't be in fucking recovery.
Well, that's what it
okay?
is. It's people who've only had unhealthy physical contact. A hug of a friend is nice physical contact. That's probably what the big people like to be touched in a nice way.
Really?
Yes.
I said this. I don't know if I said it on your station. I don't understand
Your
when
station.
people, or I said on your station,
On your
another.
program.
On your program, whatever.
On your-
I don't know if I said it here.
How about
or you,
amplitude?
Or you guys were doing fucking, page 7 filler from the Post. I don't know. All I know is I hate when fucking people say, and strange people go, "I love you." Like when callers call in, they go, "I love you."
Yeah.
How do you say that to anybody?
Exactly. No, here's what it is. How does mother not say it to you?
Huh?
Just
Oh,
look.
yeah,
this is
that
all
could be
about
it.
your horrendous
No, it's not. I'm
childhood.
not
what's
trying to make
wrong
my
with
big-
you? If someone just says "I love you," who cares?
Would
He
you
knows
say
they-
it?
he
Would
knows
you
they
do
can't
it?
mean
Would
it.
you say to a stranger or to a
Yes.
to an actor, "I love
Yes,
you"?
I've said that many times.
Well, then
Ozzy
you-
Osbourne,
I
I
love
love
you.
you. You're the best.
I don't mean
Absolutely.
fucking-
They don't mean love in.
It's just
the
any
love
just
sense.
saying the words.
Yeah, it's like-
it's
just a
used too
compliment.
loosely.
Don't you
mean
understand-
you really like what
Like
they
we've heard a
do?
million times, "Love you guys."
Yeah,
So,
don't
who cares?
That's
don't you love
different.
pizza? It's like you
Yeah.
have no
What's wrong with you?
commonality of language
Oh,
or
I
understanding.
love that movie.
Doesn't mean they
Yeah,
want to
something like
stick
that.
a dick
but
in
when
your
you
hiney,
say
you
to a
fucking
person,
weirdo.
"Hey, I love you guys,"
Well, why did you marry him?
yeah.
Why don't you stop acting like the
don't
words
care.
have such impact? I love you. We all understand the meaning of that.
That's a nice throwaway.
Yeah.
I don't think twice about it. It's
Okay,
like, oh, that's cool. We got
it's
a
ridiculous. I
fan.
love being here, but I don't love saying it.
It makes sense.
What a loveless childhood he had.
Yeah.
Kind of sad.
Yeah.
Loveless.
I turned it around
There
No,
was
you didn't.
with my kids.
You're
I
a
broke-
loveless man, and that's why.
No, I love my kids.
But they don't love you.
But you
I'm
don't
saying.
touch them. Do you touch them? Do you hug them?
Oh yeah, my little daughter. I can't stop kissing her and playing with her. It's fucking great, man. She's so.
Me neither.
That's right. Oh wow! Look at that. Really?
Why? I know.
Really?
Why? You're right.
Daddy, I played with this guy who had Brillo on his head. Daddy, his hair cut me, Daddy. No, I do. My kids, I mean, my older daughters, I give them a hug and stuff, but it's, at some point when your kids get older, it gets,
A little awkward.
Last week, 2 weeks ago when I was in Baltimore, my daughter was in town and came to the show with like 6 of her friends. And they're like these fucking girls. They're
Baltimore
all
friends?
21. No, they go to college now.
Oh, so,
they're like smoking, but I'm talking. I can't even look at them in the face because I'm talking about eating jizz off of my stomach.
Oh, man.
I see their-
And your daughter's in the
And
audience?
with our friends, it's like, that's your dad?
You don't have enough jokes where you can take that
I
one
have
out?
hours of stuff.
Take that one out if your
No,
daughter's
that's a
in
good
the...
one, man. You can't take it out. You got to go. You can't sacrifice.
You had a jizz-eating joke in front of your own daughter?
Yeah, well,
My God.
well, so I'm gonna
But
take
you don't want to hug anybody. You're a fucking weirdo, man.
I do
the
the
fuck's wrong with
I do
you?
the bit about
I can't be
putting
your
my,
friend.
Putting my dick. I knew that after you didn't respond to 12 calls.
Get the hint. Because you'll call another 12. Let's get it on the table. Enough already.
Where's Kevin? Is he here?
I am here.
Oh, okay. Here we just come in.
Last night.
Wait. So you have jizz jokes that you do in front of your daughter?
No, well, I did it. I did it because there was fucking
Isn't that weird,
280 people there, besides her.
1,000-seat theater.
It doesn't matter.
I know, but I said
There's always curtains. Sometimes I have to curtain off right behind the front row. But what the fuck? It still looks full.
It's like a very exclusive club.
Is the curtain your best friend?
Yeah, it's me and the curtain. It's funny.
No, that's just a warehouse behind the curtain.
Yeah, it's not part of the comedy club. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Last
Don't
night
take
on
a
stage,
peek.
you ever go? Last night
What?
I was so fucking on.
Okay.
It was so great. The crowd at last night at the Stress Factory. Like there was some O&A people. It was fucking just.
Why were you doing a fucking Thursday night? Oh, you doing
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Oh, okay.
But I was there a couple of weeks ago. We came in to do a benefit for a cop that was shot in the line of duty. So we came in late, Bonnie and I. We just came in to do a benefit, and it was really fucking hard because I didn't know. And there was a whole table of people in the front row, and I go to this one lady. I go, "You single, right?"
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Why would you do?
Oh my God, no.
Yeah.
Was it the widow?
Yes, and I didn't realize. I didn't know.
Come
no
on,
one told me.
This is a joke.
No,
that you
this
brought
is
into
true.
the-
Did they
No.
laugh like what an idiot?
Fuck,
It got
Rich.
real fucking kind of weird. And
Wow,
stuff.
that
I'm
is
going,
like-
you're a hottie. Are you single? Whatever, and it's just kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I was doing it for free.
Fuck.
Well, I mean, she was single. I didn't know.
Oh my God, you're kidding,
Oh, that's
right?
so bad.
I was on stage once, and this lady was sitting in the audience, and she's sitting in the audience, and I go, she's holding a pillow on her breast, and she's with this real gay guy. I mean, you couldn't get any gayer. She's got a pillow on her chest. I go, why are you holding a pillow? She goes, I had breast cancer, and I had my breast removed, right? Oof. So I go, well, at least you're with a guy that doesn't give a fuck.
Gay guy.
Holy shit.
Right?
You are
Because,
brutal.
Well, how the fuck when
That's
a
a
lady,
funny line.
When you're on stage and a lady says, I just had my breast removed, how do you fucking recover
Exactly.
from that?
I know. How do you get your heart on down? Hi, Kevin.
Is
your mic on?
Yeah, Kevin Smith has
You look
entered the studio.
fucking thin, man.
Yeah, I dropped some weight, man.
You dropped, but even since last time we saw you.
A little more since then.
Yeah, man.
Right on, right.
It's
on.
really good.
I feel
Do you want
good.
to sit? You want to sit here?
No, man. No, please. I came in late.
Do you guys know each other?
I came in
No,
late.
not at all.
Yeah, but you're
No,
Kevin
we met-
Smith.
I-
That's
Hey,
Rich
man.
Voss.
How are you, sir?
We met one time in Studio High
What?
when we were talking about drug recovery.
He doesn't
Yeah,
know
with
the drug
Muse.
stories.
When Muse is here.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
it might have
over
been.
at the other place.
At the other place. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Very good.
Yeah.
Very exciting weekend for
Yes.
Kevin Smith. Red
Yes.
State.
That's
Tomorrow
it.
night at Radio City Music
Who's
Hall.
coming? Who's not coming?
I think I'm going.
Are you?
Yeah.
We got your tickets.
What time's
You
the
do.
show?
8 o'clock.
See, what I'll do is I'll do
whoa,
my
whoa.
show at the Wellmont in New Jersey and then fucking shoot over after.
Bang, bang.
Boom.
Nice plug.
Oh, smooth.
Where's the Wellmont?
Twofer.
I want to pay for my tickets though. You said you got tickets.
Yeah, but I mean, I got you.
Nah, man. You told us that you would need us to pay this time.
I know, but we hit our minimum. We're
You did?
We're good. Oh yeah, we hit it weeks and
Oh,
weeks
that's
ago.
nice.
So we're good. Yeah, the place
Very cool.
is more or less free. We didn't fill it 6,000 seats, but half full 1,700 was our break even point,
And you're
we
way
got to
above
like
that.
3,000 or
Ah,
over
fucking
3,000.
A,
So that was
awesome.
kind of neat. It was nice for me as it beat my New York personal best at Carnegie Hall. I'm sorry, black bears spotted in Riverdale and other parts of New Jersey.
No, that
Oh, I
was
thought the
Patrice.
middle TV.
Yeah,
I was looking at the middle screen, not the.
who's smashing rampage?
Yes, look at that.
Holy crap.
Oh
Yeah.
boy,
This
oh
person
boy,
was fucking insane.
little riffraff going on there.
And
This
my wife
person
said
was
we should take the
pissed.
baby camping. I go, I'm not going
Look how
fucking.
she's just
Wow,
taking
she's
out
just
everything.
going down the aisle in a liquor store. Just
Was she meaning to do that or is she actually looking for
No,
something?
she did it. There was a big...
What was her problem? Does anyone know?
oh,
I don't know.
come on, did
Look
you
at the
see?
picture of the black bear, man. The black bear is just peeking around the corner.
Yeah,
They're walking apparently in the streets of New Jersey.
yeah. There's a
Right
big
on.
problem. They say the black bears, and they're supposed to be hibernating, but there's something going on where they're just walking around and fucking with people and
Well-
their dogs and shit like that.
Well, the end of the
Some sort
world is right
greenhouse
around the corner,
effect
so they
blame
certainly.
thing.
Yeah,
Like
blame
they're out
like
of sorts because of the hibernation.
yeah. That's throwing off the hibernation and who the fuck
Is that
knows?
your actress?
Or your
Yeah,
actress.
that is out
I'll
there.
tell her to
I
come
thought
in.
that Megan, but yeah, that's Carrie Bechet. Hey, man, come
Bring
on.
him in.
Yeah.
Cool.
We could set up more microphones. We got a busy day. You know we're doing Car Crush Comedy. You can help us out with that?
Explain.
We got wow. Hi.
Hey, everybody. This is
Kevin.
Carrie Bichet.
Hi.
She's in Red State.
Yes, she is.
And she's amazing in it.
Very
good.
Yeah.
Is it possible to sit her up near Kevin
Totally,
or no?
absolutely.
Because it'll be easier, and it's easier. I won't be able to see if she's behind me.
Yeah, we'll be spinning around like a
What is
whirling
it?
dervish.
Explain, what is it?
It's we got a ton of listeners. They're already set up in the fishbowl. We're all moving to another studio. We got guys trying out comedy, and then we have the car crash sound effect. And if you get 3 car crashes, you're out.
Get out of here.
And then the winner, I think, is going to do some time with Jimmy or down in Atlantic City.
No, I was guessing the Wellmont Theater if I liked their act. If they're really horrible and they win, no.
Oh yeah, of
Where's
course.
the Wellmont? Is it by the Stretch
It's in
Factory?
Montclair.
where I'm at?
What's that?
Is it by the Stretch Factory?
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I went to the Walmart.
You been to the Wellmont?
Yeah.
Oh.
I did it once. It was very nice. Where do you live now?
Los Angeles.
Oh,
Yeah, where a lot of fucking actresses live, you fucking idiot.
well, it could have been New York.
Really?
A lot of waitresses.
She lives in Ringwood.
Ringwood, don't they have a black bear problem there?
That liquor store, the woman, she was set off because the clerk told her that she couldn't use the bathroom after she cut a bunch of customers online, and she got.
She was regretful of her actions.
Oh yeah.
And she says it's, what is it?
Quite out of her character. Well, yeah.
So she have to pay for those bottles?
So she had to go to the hospital and give birth?
They have names for that on certain websites I go to. So,
So
why don't we?
who do you play in the movie?
I play Cheyenne. She's a daughter in the family. She's a caretaker of the kids.
Oh, Kevin's got food. So when you do a role like that, do you actually get into it, or like meaning, do you start thinking of yourself like as the character off screen? How do you work?
Oh, that's not really how I roll exactly. I think I try to relate to the parts of her that are like parts of me. And she's, I'm from New Jersey and not particularly religious, and so it's great to have somebody that's really very different from you, because then you can learn a lot about yourself, about the things.
So she plays somebody who's really religious.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would
her
just say
character's pretty out there, man. She's like her character's interesting because unlike everyone else in the flick from that family, the Cooper family, there are villains in the movie. Unlike everyone else in the family, you can immediately write off as villainous. She has this moment where she kind of shows character or a degree of heart or something like that, and or conscience, and it's kind of an interesting twist in the flick.
She's got kind of a moral decision to make between sort of the beliefs and tradition of her family and sort of her personal values, and so it's a really fascinating kind of thing to grapple with.
So you're kind of like the Megan Roper Phelps. That's the one that that everybody kind of wants to sleep with, and we think that she might be turnaroundable. The hot Phelps, if you can have one. She still has the awful Phelps hairline.
She reaches out to me on Twitter a lot, and I call it flirting. It seems like
I went back with her too, back and forth with her. Yeah,
I offered her. I said my wife would say it was cool to do a 3-way if it was to convert her. So far, I think she's on the fence.
Yeah,
that's why I lost the weight.
Is there a kind of a connection between the Phelps, like is that type of family and the ones in Red State? Is that kind of
they were the leap off point? That's where I was. Yeah, after a while after seeing the Phelps on throughout media for like the last 10-15 years, suddenly they're everywhere. Everybody knows them. Like I remember when I first started writing it, I was like, God, is anybody gonna know what I'm talking about outside people that know that group? But like it was 3 years later, and these cats just did the Supreme Court.
They just won. They won in the Supreme Court.
Yeah, but everyone. I mean, that's a mixed bag. It's like you kind of can't stand the fact they won, but at the same time, it's like
they had to win. They had to win.
You kind of got to allow it.
Yeah, they had to.
Have to in America.
I think afterwards she was just like, in
order
for us to lose, they would have had to shred the
But this is why I hate the family so much. I have just a little respect for them. With the Bill of Rights, right? It was because they to me there's a fraudulence there in that they say that the war in Afghanistan and Iraq is just God paying them back for an IED thrown over into their yard. But it's like you have all this faith in God. It's like, well, then fucking don't take the police protection, stupids.
Yeah.
Don't get ordinances. How about you just, if God is really looking out for you and you're really carrying God's message, how about you don't fucking tap dance for American ordinance
at the end of the day,
and police protection? How about you go in a fucking village and start yelling faggot at gay gangs?
There is a school
and see if
of
God
thought
looks out for you.
online that says that those cats don't really mean it. Like it is kind of like some people have said it's a scam. Like essentially they go to a place.
It's the end game, though.
What's it for?
Well, the end game is loot. At the end of the day, like they'll go. This is what I've read online. I don't know if it's true because I watched that dude talk and he seems like a true
I think
believer.
they're very believer. Yeah,
But
convicted.
some people maintain it's like a fantastic scam where essentially they just go to a place where they're picketing, and if you get up in their face and push them or something like that, they can sue you.
Oh,
they can sue
God.
the property. They can sue the people who's burying somebody. Like I don't know how true that is. Like I said, I sat down, watched.
Very litigious, I hear.
Very
Have they
litigious. Well,
sued
it's a whole
anybody?
family full of lawyers.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Have they won a lawsuit yet? Where they?
Oh yeah, I'm
received
sure they
money?
have.
Yeah,
They've won
yeah.
a lot of money, but they've also defended a lot of lawsuits. They're not stupid people.
No,
Their
by
lead
stretch of
counsel wins
imagination.
every case. I mean, because they know the law, they know the lines.
Yeah.
Fred Phelps used to be a civil rights lawyer.
Yeah.
Right?
I think he was disbarred. I don't know exactly what for, but he was disbarred, and it's just an awful.
How is
man.
it that no one's taken shots at them?
Dude, I believe
What
me.
do you mean shots?
Like actually shot them at them?
Why though? At the end of the day,
Because
it's
you
like
get
they
people
hold
that-
up horrible signs, but
But you
how
get
is that?
it gets people very angry, especially families of soldiers. Like they really like if you have a loved one that dies, and then you got these people just rubbing it in your face like that. You might have some people that would be kind of pissed enough to pull out a gun and shoot them.
I've wondered why. Not that you'd ever encourage it to happen, of course, but I've always wondered why it hasn't.
I wouldn't care if I heard
Oh,
it.
I wouldn't
Well,
either, but I
feel
would
like
never
the
encourage
people
it.
they're attacking, right? They're not they're not the portion of society that would really take arms. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And a
they're-
provocateur doesn't take it that far. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, they maintain that they did not back down in regards to going to Arizona to. They were going to picket the funeral of the little girl that got shot.
Right,
in the
yeah,
midst
that's
of the
brave. Yeah,
politician
that's
thing.
great.
And then they maintain that it wasn't. Somebody said in Arizona they quickly changed an ordinance law that couldn't allow them to get anywhere near it.
Mm-hmm.
They maintain that they made a deal with some radio station where they were like they gave us free air, and we just agreed not to go to Arizona. But it always felt like that was the moment that crossed the line. They'd gotten a lot of heat for that.
Oh.
Like, it's one thing when you go after dead gay folks, you go after dead soldiers even, but they went after a 9-year-old girl, and I think in one of the press releases or one of the statements they made, somebody was like, oh my God, she's an innocent. And they were like, there are no innocents. And
Yeah. Well, that's their
pushed
whole gig.
for this country, it seemed to push too far, even for the Phelpses, and they seemed to kind of pull back. I don't know. That's my take on it.
Eventually somebody will do what we all hope. We can't say, but let's just say somebody will eventually do what we all hope somebody does. And when that happens, then they're going to have to rethink their strategy. Because again, if they were going in places where they could be injured, I would have a little more respect for them, even though they're repulsive.
Right.
But they remind me of kids yelling dirty words through the screen door.
Yeah.
They're
They're
standing.
the adult religious equivalent of that.
They're being protected by the police. They're being
But anybody
protected.
that's protest is being protected by the police.
But there's
I
a-
mean, when the Klan protest or when the
Even the Klan, as repulsive as they are, wouldn't do that. And the backlash against the Klan. There's been a lot of physical backlash against the Klan.
Yeah, there's been a lot of violence
Against the Klan.
when the
But
Klan
the Klan's
shows up.
been around for hundreds of years. These cats been around for what?
That's
20?
true. That's true.
Yeah.
I guess it'll take time before they hit the wrong chord where somebody just loses it. But
See, Kevin's a
but
very
so far,
even-keeled guy, man. You're very even-keeled. You really know how to process stuff
At the
smartly.
end of the day, you just kind of you look at what they're doing. You're like, well, that's kind of interesting. They're taking the Constitution, they're taking this country and using it against this country. So on one level, you go, oh, that's kind of fascinating. They're trying to keep everyone on their toes, but at the same time, I think they are morally convicted. I think they believe what they say.
I think so, too.
At least he does. I watched Malcolm. I'd said it before. Malcolm shot a documentary called Small Town Gay Bar, my friend Malcolm, and he interviewed Phelps for like over an hour. And it was pretty fascinating and scary when you watch him talk. You don't get any sense of con artist.
No.
You get any sense of like, this is performance art. You get the distinct impression
Did
that he
Malcolm-
means everything he says. I don't know about the kids, but definitely him.
Did Malcolm want to punch him in the face?
No, and Malcolm, I was like, how'd you pass, dude? Because Malcolm is,
Yeah, I mean,
gay, but he's kind of bush.
No, I know
He
he's a
doesn't
big
come across
guy.
that.
He's not going to take anyone's shit. So
But
I mean,
he said he was prepared. If the dude ever asked him, like, are you gay? He would have been like, yeah. He's like, I wasn't hiding it, but I also wasn't kind of.
oh, I see
throwing
what
it
you're
out
saying.
there.
Okay,
Wow.
Plus, he wanted to get the guy in film. The main thing is to get the guy in film because he's doing a documentary.
Would Phelps have talked to if he knew he was gay though? Phelps might have. They've argued with gays before. They
I don't know
are
if they
obsessed
would have
with
let
their
him
own
in
press.
because they let him right into the church, right into the compound. and
Oh,
stuff
boy.
like that, which I don't know if they would have if he was like kind of more fey or if he was just like hello.
Crazy.
You know what gets them too is when you mentioned that Shirley
Has a kid out of wedlock.
that
does that
bugs
kinda-
her. Yeah, Shirley had a kid out of wedlock, and I forget which one it is. But when you go after her for that's to me what the protest sign should all be.
That's the Achilles heel.
They should all
it's
be
the one thing in their family that's a quote unquote sin.
But it's such a blatant sin that you couldn't keep your legs closed. Like that's the one that people should be hitting them with.
Yeah, that would
is
be a good
pictures of
one.
her with references to her legs being open. The people should you don't need the messages of love.
Right.
You should attack where it would hurt.
We went up there with signs because they protested us at Sundance. I think I talked about this last time I was in, and they had their protest signs, which were the usual suspects, man, just like God hates this, God hates this, and we went out with shit like Thor hates straights. Malcolm said Dick tastes yummy. And, there were a full variety. We had one for Megan that said God hates Phelps. Except Megan, God thinks Megan's hot. And she apparently liked that.
Everybody loves bacon.
Yeah.
Really.
Do you know what my philosophy on her is? And it's an absolute guess. I suspect that she would not like men under any circumstances.
Oh, really?
Megan?
Yes, my suspicion is that she is I think she'd be very comfortable in a fucking San Francisco type situation where she was allowed to, because she's if she's a virgin. I may never have. Didn't she say she's a virgin? And she I saw an interview with her. She said that, and she was. I'm not going to ever have sex. And my first thought was she's gay.
Really?
Yeah. Again, it's purely a guess.
I went to school with like a lot of. I went to Catholic school. And I went to school with a lot of cats that. When we were, from 1st to 8th grade, it's very easy to be like, I'm going to be a virgin. But there were cats that took it into high school as well, and they weren't gay. They were just kind of religious.
Nah, but her,
I think she's religious.
She might be.
She's into dudes.
It was just a thought. She didn't say anything that made me think, oh, she's lesbian.
Right.
It was just a vibe because of the way she's like, I may never get married. I may never. She didn't say like, yeah, someday I'm going to get married. Someday I'm going to, like, the way a lot of religious people talk. That's always the fucking end game.
Right.
Is they're going to reproduce and That's not what she said. She just said,
You might have to make more lawyers.
Yeah, exactly.
What's interesting, as much as we talk about the Phelps family, this movie is really so much bigger than that. There's movements in it, and it really expands the conversation to really indict the media and the sensationalized aspects of the media that embrace these people and give them airtime, and also the parts of the government that are sort of insidiously supporting. I don't know.
I don't know what movie you made, man. I didn't see any of that.
This is a rom-com.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Horror movie. That's the party line, kid. Horror movie.
Horror movie.
I want to go on record
just
that
push horror movie.
I'm in love with you.
He's looking at Kevin, by the way.
I know.
Somebody can finally get him an acting role.
Their son that won all the Olympic medals, did he break away from the family? Nothing.
The other Phelps? I was there with you, dude.
Wow.
Nothing for
I was there.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, but you had no
So if we were in the
hold
fishbowl
on.
right now, would there be a car crash?
He had no confidence because
I
you
get
turned your back because
Well,
you
'cause
weren't
I was-
sure Kevin was going to enjoy that line.
No, I was doing
And
it to
went
you
with
guys. I wasn't doing it to Mr. Smith.
He was the only one that kind of got it. But
Well, because
you turned your back to him.
I didn't turn my back. I'm trying to fucking work the
Michael
whole
Phelps
crowd,
line.
okay? I just spilled my guts with a girl. I'm a married man.
The sight lines were poor on that one, but other than that, he was all right.
You were there though, Kevin.
I was with him.
Hey, so what's going to happen tomorrow night at Radio City?
Tomorrow night,
I'm
we
looking
screen
forward
the
to
flick
this.
8 o'clock. We come out and say hi to everybody, introduce the cast that's coming out and whatnot.
You can talk for a while yourself?
Chit chat, just for a few seconds, just to let's
Few
get
seconds?
the movie started.
All right.
And then
that's
once
going to be tough for you, though.
That will be. But I'll talk afterwards. Afterwards, I have all the time in the world, and there'll be so much more to talk about after that. After they see the flick. So 8 o'clock we show the flick, and then afterwards it's only like 90 minutes. Afterwards we do Q&A for like 90 minutes with whole cast and crew that's there. Cast and crew. Well, cast. Me and the cast.
And you can still get tickets if you want.
I want to talk to a grip.
Yeah.
I want to hear the grip's take on the movie.
How do they get tickets? Just show up tomorrow night and
they can.
buy them at the door?
You can go online now at coopersdell.com, or you could totally show up tomorrow at the door. Come on out. It's going to be fun, man. And that's a great place to watch
Radio
a movie.
City Music Hall is awesome.
I just saw it while we drove past on the way here, and I saw my name on the marquee.
How
and I
great
got a
is
little,
that?
That's
little
pretty cool.
choked up. That was neat. And also, it was like we're over My personal best here, like I said, Carnegie Hall is 2,600, so we're over that. So I feel kind of good about that. Like that was neat for me to kind of go over that number.
Hell yeah,
yeah, that was sweet.
You're part of a viral video. I want to ask you about the Bill Maher thing.
Which one?
You were on.
Where motherfucker was just like,
I didn't understand what. I didn't
motherfucker was just like, in the background.
Yeah, I didn't understand what the guy was yelling because you can't hear it on the video.
We were talking about Muslim women versus American women, or how Muslim men treat Muslim women. And the conversation kind of settled, and you could tell that Bill was about to go to something else. And then a dude in the crowd just yells out, "Bill, have you ever seen what a Hellfire missile does to a Muslim woman?" And everyone just kind of freezes because it was like, that was weird. And then all of a sudden you hear him go, because we're all looking to find him, and you just hear him go, "Don't touch me. You're not allowed to touch me." And then he's yelling out, and then I yelled out, "Shut up, Dad," because nobody else said anything. I waited for Bill because respectfully, I'm like, he's the host. I bet you this motherfucker has a sheet of like fucking what to do when somebody screams out. Of course. But it was like,
because Bill was
waited 1 beat, 2 beat too long, and then I was like, I'm going to take it for one of these fucking politician types.
Right.
And went for the joke. And it was weird, though. And then they took him out. There was like 6 LAPD plainclothes just on him. Descended on the dude because they've had truthers. Is that what they're called?
Those
people just
douchebags.
Man.
Jump out. And I guess that's what this dude was.
Of course he was.
But I don't understand. What is the Hellfire missile part?
He's probably just saying that Americans kill more Muslim women. He's just a fucking guilty suburban white guy.
Is the truth the people about 911? Where they're
they're like
believe
the government
was conspiring to bring the towers.
What they really are, though, is they're a bunch of suburban child adults who want to continue yelling at mommy and daddy in the hallway. That's what they are. And they ignore all evidence. And now they're saying it was a plane who crashed.
Channel my shit into Twitter, movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that guy sounds just like a left-wing guy who's what Bill Maher.
They want to be part of something bigger than
themselves. They said that it happened once before. They had one day where a truther popped up on one side of the studio. Boom, bunch of people descended on him, took him out. 2 minutes later, another one popped up, and they had 4 in the crowd that kept going all night long.
Yeah.
So I guess he, at one point on a previous show, had went out into the crowd and kind of threatened the dude. But
he
did. I heard he's packing like a mule.
He's a big dick.
I heard, well, I don't know about big. Well, he didn't say he was going out there to fuck the dude. He was going out there to fight the dude.
I heard he's like,
and he was, but he works out. He's pretty healthy and shit like that.
yeah, but
his
audience is completely stacked with all liberals or left wing. I mean, anytime.
Well, that's probably who just wants to go see him.
What's that?
That's probably just who wants to see him.
Anytime on his.
He's not going to spend time trying to figure out their.
Yeah, you don't fill out a political affiliation card.
Jimmy's right. They're probably I want to see Bill Maher over I don't know, Bill O'Reilly. Let's say. Yeah,
I don't know, but
hey, Kevin, one more thing.
Fire.
Because you saw Catfish. A lot of listeners saw Catfish because of you.
I know. I've been seeing that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Now we need to discuss this for a minute.
Let's talk about it.
I love the movie.
Yes.
What's your take, though?
Do I think it's... Well, first off, the first question is spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it yet.
Right,
if you haven't seen Catfish...
Bail right now for a minute.
Yeah, get out of the room for a little bit.
But we've given these people plenty of time to see it.
Fair enough. That being said, the first question is the whole thing real or is it fake?
Right.
The second thing is, do you feel bad for the woman or are you like, this fucking psycho bitch? There are 2 schools of thought there. I watched it with my wife and I was very empathetic for the woman, where I was just like, look, man, this is a victimless fucking crime. These dudes getting up here in her face about it is just kind of gross. Like, especially the moment you walk in there and see those 2 kids in the wheelchairs.
Oh, God.
How can you fucking be like, let's keep shooting, man?
Right,
I mean,
right.
On one level, as a filmmaker, I knew why, because they were like, this is fucking gold.
Great shit.
If this is true, this is gold.
Yeah.
But if it's still, there's a part of the humanistic part of me I would have put the camera down. Once I saw those kids, I would have been like, forget it.
I would have kept shooting, but I felt horrible for the woman. She's obviously has got some mental issues. My point is that some of the scenes were fake.
Which ones?
To pump up. Oh, that's a very well. There was one.
Well, like the one where her husband, who seems
when they hit
super poetic toward the end when he explains the catfish story. That definitely was the first moment where I was like, that's a little too on point for that dude to be. Like a catfish.
When they hit the town in her house, I thought most of those scenes were completely real. Except for when they went to the farmhouse in the middle of the night, it almost looked like it was going to turn into a horror flick.
Yeah.
I thought that was set up. But the scenes leading up to them confronting her, I thought they redid a few of those scenes to make a better movie. And that's why
between
some
the
people,
boys, or
yeah,
not
that's
with
why.
her?
No, before they actually
Like
made
moments that
contact.
had already happened, they recaptured between the brothers.
Like when they've discovered that the song that she sent was
Yes. That seemed a little
seemed
too,
like
well,
they,
I mean, number one, they were cutting, so probably
But it
they
seemed
took a lot
like
of time out, but it also
they
did
seemed like
seem-
they discovered that and then went, fuck, we weren't filming, so we gotta redo this. That's
I think they saw that with a lot of shit. I think what they did was this actually happened. Then they decided, let's go up there and film some shit with this woman and see what this is all about.
Right.
They go up, they film it, and realize this is great stuff, but we don't have the build-up, so let's manufacture, we'll recreate what happened to build up to this end thing that was real. But I think the beginning, I think the whole beginning of the movie's manufactured.
Right, a
I
lot
think
of it
it's a recreation right
where
up
the
until
boys
they
are in the apartment. And
yeah,
stuff?
I think that's
I totally buy that. I think you're
redone.
right about
The one
that.
scene where the guy,
if it seems stagey,
it was very stagey.
Get your head around
The one-
it. But
Yeah.
the stuff with her,
all
real.
Do you
That
think
I
it's
think
all
all-
real though?
I think
her,
that's
yes.
all real.
Yes.
It's another
No, I think-
ruse of the Jew.
I like the fucking graphics in that movie. We're looking at it for the graphics because we have to put graphics in our documentary, and it had great graphics in the movie.
Could anybody
They did,
argue right now if
actually,
an
you're right.
anvil
They
fell out of
kept
the
that
ceiling?
movie moving along.
It did.
For a low-budget
for a
flick,
docu-
they really kept
I'm
it
telling
moving
you,
along.
we're sitting there watching the graphics. We're going, we have to get.
But hold on, back to the lighting.
You're
in a
watching
second.
a great movie for the graphics.
Yes, because we are because you're sitting here. We're making a fucking documentary, and we haven't put our graphics in, and we're going. That's how we
Pick up
need
a
it.
motion
'Cause it's
program.
carry-
It's called Motion. It's great.
It's carrying the fucking movie perfectly.
But the graphics in your movie make you taller?
Huh?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You have live
Jesus.
text on your computer?
What's that?
Live text and
I'm not doing
motion
any
and
editing.
Are we really talking
After
about graphics?
Effects?
Yes, that's
we
all I
got
wanted
Kevin
to
Smith in the studio.
Kevin knows graphics.
I'm on graphics.
He
though.
doesn't
I'm
give
with
a-
him.
you don't
I was
care
I
about
backed this
graphics,
player.
Kevin.
Second time, bad joke and the graphics.
Yeah, the
thing.
graphics. He's on Voss's team. Team Voss.
Team Voss.
You know, but even though they kept filming, like the woman, even if they saw the kids, I thought they were empathetic though. Like they weren't, they didn't humiliate. They talked to her because look, she had wasted a lot of their fucking time. And,
Did she?
a good amount of it, I think.
Did she?
And it was
Nah,
a weird
they-
ruse.
They got
That's the
hooked in
thing.
too.
It's
They
like-
could have bailed anytime they
Oh, they
wanted.
could've.
But
Yeah.
also, it's like any good con, right? It's like everyone's getting something out of it, and the people,
Yeah.
the chick running the con, for her, she felt important. I mean, to her, it wasn't a con. She was just like, this is simple and it's easy to keep going, and it beats fucking reality.
Right.
Anytime she turned away from the computer, the view on the other side.
Oh,
was
my
just
God.
Like heaven.
Yeah, I felt bad for
So
her.
immediately she's back to the computer. And in terms of the other guys or the brothers and whatnot, they got a movie out of it, and before that happened, they were just like, he felt cool. He felt, oh, this chick likes my work,
they're-
and he was sending her pictures.
And they're young filmmakers, and all of a sudden they got a subject. They're
Right.
like, wow, we got a movie.
Totally. I mean, that worked out. That to me was a victimless
Getting
crime.
back to what Ann said with the one scene where the guy has his toothbrush in his mouth, like he was just about to go to bed, but they discovered something. That was manufactured.
and
to
the
me.
little arguments that they had between them seemed a little staged and
Yeah.
stuff. Like I said, I think the end was real. They probably went through all that shit and then said, "God, we got to confront this woman. Grab the camera. Let's see what she's all about, and we'll put it on video." And then realized it's great, but we don't have the buildup.
Yeah.
We miss. Oh, they probably said, God, I wish we were filming from the beginning.
Right.
But we didn't know that this was going to happen. So then they said, let's just recreate the
Yeah.
whole beginning,
But-
and then the payoff will be real.
What about the reveal though? When she goes, oh yeah, when she's finally confronted.
when she's on the porch.
Why'd she
no,
say
when
she
her,
had cancer,
when her
by the way?
daughter was,
She's a fat
Like,
liar.
why did
That was the other thing.
She's
I
a
wouldn't-
fat liar.
I was like, I got in a fight with my wife about it. She's like, she said she had cancer. That's the worst thing you could lie about. And I'm like, oh my God, these dudes show up on your porch after this harmless fiction you've created with a camera in your face. Like, I think you're justified to be like, you know what, I have cancer, fuck you.
Oh,
and that's,
man.
I think
Yeah.
kind of was the move. Didn't work because
Yeah.
those dudes kept rolling.
But it didn't seem like she was bothered by the camera being there. Like, if she never seemed bothered by the camera.
she just
She
seemed
knew the
caught,
cameras were
man.
coming.
She seemed caught.
Do you think she? I don't
she
think she
seemed
knew
very-
they were
she
coming.
was-
just seemed
no, she
caught.
didn't.
Because
think
the
she was
whole
caught.
movie is based on
was-
her signing a release and saying, yes, I'll do it. So they're going to
By
surprise
the
her
end
and take a
of it.
chance.
By the end
By
of
the
it.
end of it, though,
Yes.
that's the thing. It's like there's no way they get her to sign it in advance.
And they would have blocked
beforehand.
out her face anyway. They could have
Yeah,
still
yeah,
used her. And by the way,
she didn't know they were making a movie when the camera's in
of
her-
course
in her
not. They
face.
didn't get a release in advance.
She had no clue.
A lot of people think Banksy set the whole thing up, but I'm not 100%
Fucking
sure.
was for the gift
I'm not
shop.
sure. sure if it was that or not, or if he was actually just filming the entire
Love
time,
that
and
movie.
if the art gallery was just was
You
bashing
watched
stuff or no.
You watched Exit, right? Through the gift shop.
Jugging Me? Yeah.
I love that
It's a great
fucking movie.
flick.
Yeah, it's great.
What's your take
Shocking
on
that it didn't win Best Documentary.
What
I mean,
did
not
win?
shocking, but the one that did, I'm not quite sure. I
I'm
forget
talking
what it
about
was.
this year.
It was
Yeah.
No, it's 74. Best documentary.
74 was.
What's your quick take on Exit?
Mine?
Yeah.
I dug it. I dug what it was. I think as to whether or not it's real or fake.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I think that's the point of the
You
whole
think
flick,
Banksy
right?
was involved
It's
in
just
the-
like that's one. Unlike Catfish, I would like to know if it's real or fake.
Right.
But Exit Through the Gift
works
Shop,
either way.
Yeah, it's just like
It works
you're
on
almost-
many levels.
That's kind of the point of it.
Yeah.
Are there
I
any
loved it.
repercussions if a documentary turns out to be more manufactured than true? Like, how do
No,
people
Michael Moore, a lot of his
I
stuff,
know.
they find
Yeah.
that he set up. Like, there was one. You ever see.
Canada.
What's the first one he did? Someone in
Roger
Roger Me. There's one scene where he's going in to get. Is he in this country club? And they're like, we can't say. But it turns out like that wasn't even his country club. Like so, he probably did that for a moment. Like stuff like that comes out all the time. It never seems to affect
But like
it.
with memoirs, like Million Little Pieces, there was all that.
Oh, right, James Fry, yeah.
He got
In our
He
doc-
got tagged for that.
He got,
Oh, boy, yeah.
Fucking Oprah gave him a beating.
Oh, did she?
Oh, was that ugly?
in our
He never came back from
documentary,
that.
No.
Women Aren't
He's
Funny.
written since, but what font are you going to use, Rich?
In our-
I know
no,
you
I'm
want
Say what fonts are you going to use?
font. Yeah, let's get it out there. What font did you decide on so we can
What?
move on?
Yeah, exactly.
In our,
You go with a
there's lot
sans?
that's real, and there's a lot
Times New
sans.
Roman.
Which one are you using?
Like when we were in studio with you guys, that was all real, and you guys
Kevin
came
doesn't
out
wanna
great.
know about our
Matter of fact, I have it on CD right here. You guys,
Oh.
how you guys helped.
We're going to be in
carry
a
our
film
movie.
there, Kevin,
What's that?
finally.
We're in a
so
documentary.
We're in a little
Documentary?
documentary. That
Yeah, our-
Right on, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Women Aren't Funny. We're making.
That's what it's called?
Yeah, but
Way
my
to
wife is-
alienate half the audience.
No, it isn't because it's not. It's
not about
who
that.
gives a shit.
Right.
Why is it even brought up?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
and it's not an empower documentary. It's a comedy about Are Women Funny?
Right.
All right. And my wife, I'm telling you, my wife is so fucking brilliant at putting it all. Bonnie is brilliant. I
But
don't
look at
know
the comparison.
Good point.
Yeah.
I talked to you on the phone about it
She
when you
can't be
called
too
in here
brilliant.
last
She said,
time.
I do.
Exactly.
You know,
Yes.
the whole, and I'm thinking about what you do. I'm going. I'm just going to take it to
what is
every
Rich
gig
doing?
fucking
I don't.
American.
What is he doing?
Pontificating.
You're just unraveling.
Side conversation.
Two filmmakers.
Just
Two filmmakers.
Just talking. Hey, listen. Look, I've been doing stand-up 28 years. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm into filmmaking
Are you
now.
begging
okay?
right now?
What's that?
Yeah, Kevin's not going to help you
No.
distribute. Maybe you
No.
could show your movie before
Kevin's
his
getting
tomorrow
out of the
night.
business.
No, it's not done. Ours
Yeah.
isn't done. We still have to do sound. We have to get our composer.
And the graphics.
The graphics.
Yeah, show the
Exactly.
movie before his. You're
Credits,
used
we
to
gotta pay
opening.
somebody to do our credit.
Yeah. Maybe you could use it on fucking iMovie and have like your burgundy curtains open up. The one YouTube video I ever made, I put burgundy curtains like a fucking shithead. Like that's cinematic, isn't it? Zilch.
All right, I've done that once too.
Hey,
Hey, iMovie doesn't give you a lot of choices.
No, they don't. Burgundy curtains or something
I got
else.
to get another program.
How many movies have you done? Have you been in a lot of movies?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've done a handful.
she
Little,
played a
little
daughter
TV.
in.
In any movie she's been in, she's technically was a daughter.
Keep
Nah, she
going.
was in a fucking big movie. I'm trying to.
Keep going, because I'm sure he's wrong.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I was in the first 2 seconds of Sex in the City, the first movie.
Those guys
Yeah.
saw that. I didn't see that.
Did we,
Those are
Rich?
two
I don't think I
seconds.
saw that one. Yeah.
I don't know.
Kevin, what do you think of the Oscars? Got a filmmaker in studio, Rich.
I watched.
Sorry.
I was reading the tweets.
It was I was live tweeting the whole time.
Yeah. That is the thing to do now. It's with
fun.
any of these, because I was following you follow a few people that you think are entertaining and stuff. I was following you. Norm Macdonald had me laughing my
on fire.
balls off.
He had a good night.
It's just because you read his tweets in the Norm voice.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, what about that computer? Why don't they thank the computer? And you just like, fucking guy is brilliant, brilliantly retarded. And who else was I following that night?
Did you watch or just follow?
Oh yeah, I was watching,
Watched
and I
every
was
minute.
just.
There are a lot of people.
I was tweeting like a
Mosier
maniac,
Was just like,
too.
I didn't even watch. I just looked at your tweets and someone else's.
Yeah.
And he's like, they always said who won, so that was
Like
it.
it's turned into this thing where everybody can play Mystery Science Theater with celebrities.
Yeah.
And you're just all pitching in your opinions on whatever you're watching.
It was
It's
a
kind
little
of cool.
slow, wasn't it? Did you find it
Yeah, it
kind of
was boring as all hell. If it wasn't for Twitter, I would have
They
turned that
seemed to
thing
go.
off.
They by grabbing those hosts, they seemed
They
to
were
want
horrible,
a youth
right?
audience. But then they just did the same old fucking old show, with
Yeah.
a younger set of hosts. That's it.
I thought Sandra Bullock was great. I thought when she came out to give the Best Actor award, she was great. Her timing, she was funnier in that little segment than the whole night, in my opinion. I thought she was great. Sandra
I thought,
Bullock.
Russell Brand was funny. He made
didn't see
me
it.
laugh with Helen Mirren.
The Arthur trailer was not like I saw the Arthur trailer and I'm like it was actually not bad, the trailer for it.
Really?
I was bummed they're
The trailer
remaking
was
it.
actually
I'm not a fan
bad.
of comedies that are remade.
I
never
love the original Arthur, but
Yeah.
to be fair,
Yeah.
it's a concept that easily can be redone
Yeah.
and
I
updated.
get-
And
we're
if you're
talking
going
more-
to do it with anybody, he's the guy.
We're talking more Pink Panther.
Oh, yeah.
That-
Why would you do that?
Well, Steve Martin really did capture something because it was almost too
certainly
brilliant
did.
when Sellers did it, and it was when he was that hamburger, that 45-minute hunk where he was going hamburger. I was like, another couple minutes, come on,
That
it's
was
good.
actually funny, though. I remember watching that on a plane, man. I didn't see that flick, and at one point it was playing, and that scene ran. The hamburger, and when he starts to cry, man, that made me laugh. My bad, but it did make me
My
laugh.
bad.
My bad.
That was
Fair
funny.
enough.
Credit where credit's due.
You just remember Peter Sellers being so brilliant in
Totally.
the Pink Panther movies. It's tough to see anyone
your
doing that
dog,
role,
man.
man.
To me, there's a certain thievery in that. Like remaking a movie like Spider-Man is one thing because it's graphics, but it's like if you went on stage wearing an arrow through your head, people would be like, "Yeah, he's stealing Steve Martin shit." And they'd be right to say that. It's like to me, it's just a fucking ripoff. It's like have respect for Sellers' like he's dead. What are you gonna do? Fucking being there next? Or
They did a fucking Odd Couple with two black actors. I mean, not the Honeymooners.
I know.
It's fucking
also I
ridiculous.
refuse. It's one of the few films I refused to audition for.
Which one, The Honeymoon?
Yes, I didn't think I would. If they would have, if it was offer only, I would have taken it. I was too embarrassed to that I
He
probably wouldn't have got
refuses.
it. White guy, dancing white guy 3. I would have flopped.
Well, listen, we got to take a break because we got to move over to the other joint.
All right, we're going over the other studio.
Yeah.
I have to blow at a certain point to go
Fishbowl.
to our mutual friend Imus.
On the Imos.
Sit in with
Imos in the
Imus.
morning.
I sat in
program.
with Imus last time I was out here, and I guess that was the first time A, he's ever heard of me, and B, he didn't know that I could speak, and
Wow.
that was nice. He
He
was
like-
surprised. I mean, that's a name that you grew up with.
Yeah, but
in
he
this
didn't
area.
know. He didn't know of you.
I know. I don't think so.
Jesus.
Had to have.
Maybe. I don't know. I hit the chair. He didn't seem to. There was no recognition.
He's weird
whatsoever.
that way, though.
But he was. But
He
he,
doesn't
was
give anyone
very
anything.
gracious and very cool and very like you could talk. You're a good talker. You can come back anytime you
Oh,
want.
good for you.
Thanks, man.
We got the Radio City Music Hall Red State thing.
Come tomorrow night. Radio City Music Hall tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Red State, and then the Q&A afterwards with me and the cast and whatnot. Carrie Bechet here. She'll be there.
Yeah, right on.
Who else? A lot of cats are going to be. I think Melissa Leo's coming in too. I said, bring your Oscar. She just won an Oscar for The Fighter.
Yeah.
And she's
Oh,
in
she's
it
in
too. Yeah, she's in
Oh,
it
the
for
mother,
as
right?
well.
Oh,
Yeah.
she was great.
She plays Carrie's mom in the
Oh,
flick.
okay.
I can't believe how good looking she is when she cleans up.
Yeah,
They
she
didn't
looked
make her
really
look
young at the Oscars, man.
real
like,
young.
Really, yeah.
That makeup did wonders because she looked kind of haggy.
Well, I just
in
think
the
if
fighter.
you look at her in the movies, generally that's where they put the makeup on.
She
Like,
wasn't a good
was
manager, though.
Terrible.
Guy who misses the point.
She's in Red State. That's cool.
Yeah, that's going to help the movie.
Yeah, Amy
Girlfriend.
Ryan was
She
great.
was
Yeah, that'll
fucking
help our movie. I believe you're
I
right.
think so. Yeah, whenever somebody, that's got to be great when you do something with somebody and then they win an Oscar.
That was nice.
Oh,
Suddenly it
fucking
legitimizes our flick even a
Right.
bit
It's
more
great,
and
man.
whatnot. But it'll be very helpful, not so much right now for the immediate for the tour, but when we come out in October, that'll be insanely helpful.
Oh, you guys are coming out with a regular release.
Yeah, that's when. We're just self-releasing, but it doesn't mean like we won't come out. This is just kind of word of mouth tour. So
Yeah,
we do
Kevin
this for
explained because
15 days,
yeah.
and then we
he got
come
the
out
movie
later.
done, quickly. So
Very
he's got all
fast.
this. He's got all this time to kill. So he said, "What the hell? Let's try something different."
And then
I
I'm
think
starting.
it's
Can I
great.
talk about the radio thing before we leave?
Yeah.
I'm
Can I do
starting
it?
Smodcast Internet Radio. I'm going to go mornings. I'm going to go 11 o'clock your time. I waited till you guys were I go 8 o'clock out there, but then 11 o'clock out here. And I'm going to do 4 hours live every day at smodcast.com. Starting May 9th, we'll do it's called Mornings with Kevin Jen. That's from 8 to 10. That's me and the wife. I've been doing a show with her called Plus One, and she's really sharp, and she's a good cursor. And then after that, I do a show with Muse called Jay and Silent Bob Get Jobs.
Oh, Get Jobs?
Yeah, and that's just
I like the Jay and Silent Bob Get Old.
Yes, that was
that's
the
fucking
podcast.
funny, man. I was watching some of those and really good stuff.
It was
Hysterical.
fun. But yeah, I'm transitioning over, dude. I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm going to talk, man.
You need a celebrity guest when I'm out there. I'll be happy to swing by if
I'm
this
like,
time.
ladies
I'll
and
see.
gentlemen from the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
James Norton. How is that? You've been on quite a bit, right?
Yeah, he puts me on a lot.
Yeah.
Doing
Every
some-
once in a while, I'm clicking through, and holy shit, Norton again, man.
Yeah, they give me a lot of
You
segments,
know
which is great.
Bobby Dane Cook's opener? Do you know Bobby Kelly?
Well, you have to
man,
make
how
fun
are
of
you?
Bob.
Bobby.
I saw you on HBO the other day. The
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher. Yeah.
God, everybody watches that.
Well, it was funny because you did like a bunch of dick jokes.
Yeah, that's all I
which
could
was-
do. That's an intimidating room, man. Everyone's very
stuffy,
smart, and righteous
stuffy.
about something,
Yeah.
and I'm not smart or righteous about anything. So I just went for
Yeah, there was some good dick jokes.
I went for the dick.
Yeah.
I did get 3. The one
You
I
got
was
3,
proudest
yeah.
of was the cock crow joke. That's,
Yeah.
I like when I cross my dick jokes in my body.
All right, we really got to take a break because we got to move
All
over
right.
to the
Right,
other
yeah, yes, we
joint.
do.
So,
All
Kevin, right on, man. We'll see you tomorrow night, Radio City Music Hall.
8 o'clock. See you guys there.
Car Crash Comedy next. Stay there.
But after 5 years, I'm telling you, it just little. You know when a relationship is going fucking like when my wife eats an apple, it's really loud, and it fucking drives me nuts. That she's so fucking loud.
Does she put it in the palm of her hand and try to feed it to you?
Why did you pick
stepped
an
on my-
apple?
You stepped on my back. It's so
Why do you
loud.
pick an apple?
Actually, his caps are great
I don't have
now,
to. They're
too.
not
He
caps,
doesn't.
they're implants.
Whatever they are, they look fantastic now. They really do. but I had to go old school.
I
for
know.
that one.
So, her eating an apple drives you
That
nuts.
annoys
It's just
you?
little,
Little
it's
things?
loud. Yeah, it's
Loud apple eating should not really annoy somebody.
Yeah, if
That's
you're
trouble.
watching TV. No, we're getting along great.
Yeah?
But just little things. Like she hates
Like breathing.
she hates when I pick my toenails, you know.
that is disgusting.
Not when you get a big one.
Oh, no, stop.
What are you
stop.
doing?
Come stop it. You don't do that.
What do you mean pick?
You know, like, because after you take your socks off, if you wear them like for a day or two, and somehow your toenails are real soft, you know, and from your boot, because I don't know the sweater or whatever in your boot or foot.
I would think it
gets
would
your
probably
toe-
soak in and
Yeah.
make your.
And you can they're almost like you can get some really good
Wait,
ones.
did you say the sweater in your boot?
The sweat in
Oh,
your boot.
wait, sound like
good
sweater.
strips of nail itself, or are you picking shit underneath?
No,
your...
the toenail. I've picked toenails where I've taken the whole toenail off.
You're fucking you're Brundlefly.
Like,
Wait, don't you have a toe that doesn't move?
yeah.
He has a toe that's dead, remember?
It doesn't move.
Oh, right. Yeah, he's got a dead toe.
It's in our movie. I try to explain it to people,
The
but
dead
it
toe?
just died.
Now, I will pit a loud apple eating against toe picking any day of the week, and I'll take the loud apple. That is disgusting.
Yeah, really. You have
Yeah,
nothing
but
to
see,
complain
you
about.
could turn your head and not see the toe picking.
No, but you know it's there.
Right.
You know it's going on behind you. And like a car wreck, you got to look. Voss picking his toenail. What do you pick it till you go, oh, look. Do you?
Oh, and you bitch about her apple eating.
Sometimes I'll get a bunch of them and put them on the table and build up a pile.
Oh, yeah, that's just as bad.
Oh, God.
You're the worst.
You don't use a nail clip like to shower, and then they get soft kind of in the shower, whatever, and then you just clip them in the
What
bathroom.
am I, 3 years old? You don't clip your toenails. You fucking
Yes,
rip them
you
off.
do.
Yeah, oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
your
clip 'em
toenails.
nice
You
and-
fucking you
don't rip 'em
you
off.
pick them.
No,
and then you
because-
get big ones and you play with it a little.
Don't
or
leave
whatever.
jagged fucking saw blade edges on him. Bonnie's legs must be just chopped apart from your toenails in bed.
Plus, if you rip it off too far down, man, that
Yeah,
fucking
it's gotta
hurts
hurt.
when
Oh
you
no!
walk.
I know. Sometimes you'll draw
You gotta be
blood.
careful.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I gotta grab my foot. I gotta grab my foot just in the pain.
Calm down. You're not,
Didn't you used to bite your
I'm
nails?
imagining
bathhouse.
it. It's horrible.
Dude, what the
Didn't you
fuck?
used to
That's
bite
the
your
worst.
nails? Yeah.
That's the worst feeling when you cut them down too far.
No, but he used to bite his nails too. He has the
I
thing
used
with
to be a
nails.
biter, but I'm done with that.
yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, I don't do that.
I don't-
as
I don't
much.
bite the nails
Yeah,
anymore.
I don't bite them. Once in a while, they'll get big, but it's a good. There's some kind of feeling you get. I don't know when you just Fucking, I know I've yanked it and then the blood comes out.
I've yanked it and the blood comes out.
And like it hurts. And then for the next 2 days when you put your fucking shoe on, you can't bump it. But
I have
you know,
I'm
sometimes-
freaking out at the sound of it.
Absolutely.
Why do you do that?
Huh? Why do you do that?
Because his mom
Really?
sucked. Figure it out.
Because he can't do drugs or
Right.
booze.
His mom
so he's got to
sucked.
get some pain or something
Right.
somewhere.
What did your mom do that was so awful?
Oh my!
She
What
wasn't
Gave
very
birth
nice.
to me. No, she didn't. No, she was a good mom. She was a struggling mom with 3 kids, you know, but on her own. What the fuck?
Did
you
she
know,
berate
back-
you a lot?
No. Well, I don't know. It's
Rich,
just-
we all love you very much, but if you continue this toenail pulling, we will not allow you back in this house. See, toenail intervention, get it? I even had a prop.
It was good.
Oh God! Sometimes you really kill them.
About hack bit fucking intervention. Ooh, I sucked.
That was all right.
I tried.
Not
Can
that,
only
you know.
throw them out so much.
That was not a bad one. I just didn't have anything to add to it. I wish I did.
I don't know, you know, but
Coffin.
I can't get over. I can't get over how good looking.
What?
Rich Voss is?
No, she is.
Oh, yeah.
It's really.
It's pointing at Sam.
It's the worst of the Opie and Anthony Show.
I go to Snopes and people forward me crap. Get that forwarded stuff, and it's like, did you hear that this person said this? And then you go to Snopes, you pop their name, and it goes, no, it's bullshit. And then you send it back.
How do you know it's
CC'd
not-
with everyone that the forward was forwarded to.
Right.
So you make whoever sent the original thing look like an ass. How do you know Snopes is real?
Yeah, for real.
Because they kind of do
That's
tell
their
you
livelihood?
where they got the information from, and yeah, like where the myth came from in the first place. A lot of the myths are like kind of shoot offs from old myths that used to spread by Xerox
Right.
around the office.
And they go back and they'll actually find the source of it a lot of times. It could be 1800s or whatever.
Yes,
They do actually. And
I know.
The founder, Ted Snopes, just felt that there was too many rumors circulating. He didn't like it.
Of course, he wouldn't like that.
No.
But he dispels a lot of rumor, Ted Snopes.
Yes, but he also confirms things that people might think are.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. He's good at that, Ted.
Yes.
Jordan.
Do you know what my favorite myth to dispel was?
What's that, Ted?
That the abominable snowman was a Seattle Seahawks fan. It was a pack of lies.
How did you dispel that?
I was near his lair, and I saw a Chargers hat.
Well, that would dispel.
Snopes.
Is that your last name?
It's my nickname.
Oh, Ted Snopes.
Yes.
Because you said what your last name was once before.
Yes, but I don't remember.
I didn't either. I was hoping you would.
I'm forgetful.
I was just trying to see if somebody does have it.
Yeah, I'm sure someone does.
Yeah, idiots remember everything. Except that, maybe.
You know what it was? I would say nopes a lot when I was a kid. Like, they would say, hey, you want to go out? Nopes. And they would go, good. Ted's nopes again. And I just kind of stayed.
Ted is a douche.
Ted is a goddamn fool. My name is Ted Sheckler.
It's a Sheckler? No,
It certainly is.
I don't think it was Sheckler.
Well, you think what you want. I'll just spell it.
Oh, no one's got it. Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Also, do we have an update on Howie Mandel? People are asking. Our friend Howie was rushed to the hospital, yesterday? Or earlier this morning? Probably yesterday. Up there in Toronto. And has an irregular heartbeat.
False!
Oh, Ted Snopes.
That's a falsehood. He went to 7-Eleven to buy a hat. Fucking germaphobe.
Ted Snopes would know.
Yes, he would.
Well,
He's like the drudge of celeb rumors and mystique.
Mystique.
Yes.
Why don't I put a little, Jewish star on my back?
What do you think of Hillary and Obama?
What do you think?
Hi, folks. Primetime Sam Roberts here for the Opie and Anthony Internship Program. I wasn't always a world-famous celebrity. I started as a simple Opie and Anthony intern.
Here's your banana, Sam.
Thanks, Matt. When I first started... what is this? Is this a goddamn bruise? Get your worthless ass back down there and get me a real piece of fruit and use your own goddamn money. Being an Opie and Anthony intern is an exciting thing. You'll get to learn new equipment, see a real radio show being produced, and have one-on-one guidance every step of the way.
I have an idea.
Do you see that red light on? When that fucking light is on, it means I am creating. Understand that you will never amount to anything of substance. Now get the fuck out of my face. So apply now to be an Opie and Anthony intern. Go to SiriusXM.com/internships to apply. Because remember, we all have to start somewhere.
Hey, Sam.
Don't look at me in the eyes, maggot.
It's indoors. I don't know. Something,
I wish we were on the air.
It's all good stuff.
Part of radio.
What the fuck?
How long does it take?
Now what do we do, Sam?
Like, you just got to put the plug. Yeah, Sam, do something.
Sam, what do we do?
Keep the crowd warmed up for us.
You guys are already here.
I can bring up CNN.com. We can talk about what's in the news.
Your mic just went off. That's it.
Here's some more talk.
The Virus. Sirius XM. And now, live from the Sirius XM studios in New York City. It's the Opie and Anthony Show's Car Crash Comedy. Car Crash Comedy. 5 amateur comedians competing for fabulous prizes and national acclaim. And now, your hosts, Opie and Anthony.
All right, we're going to try this again. Are we live from the fishbowl?
I hope so.
We just did 15 amazing minutes of radio that no one heard, Anthony.
No one heard it because for some reason the studio didn't work.
Yeah.
Are we getting a thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Are we live after a 30-minute break?
I refuse to talk unless we're broadcasting.
How is Opie's thing? How is your fucking iPad 5 minutes off from my iPhone?
What are you talking about?
Your clock says 8:25 a.m. Mine says 8:20 a.m.
Lost time.
How does it happen?
I'm 8:20 over here. No, I got our phones are the same time. My iPad.
Oh,
this is I don't know, whatever.
You're on Jersey.
Hey, we got Car Crash Comedy. Of course, Jim Norton, Rich Voss, and Bob Kelly are going to be judging this damn thing.
Yeah.
And these guys aren't this is just the audience.
Yeah, it's just the audience. We have
we're
live
lucky,
audience.
Are the
lucky to
comics
have,
out there?
Luther here from 48 Hours.
Luther.
That's a great reference. 30 years later.
Wow. Really?
Yes.
You don't do any old references?
Not that old.
Oh, okay, so I got to stop at 26 years?
Yeah,
you
Mom's
fucking
Mabley.
idiot.
All right.
Really? Don't laugh at him because he's him. That stunk, all right? Fuck you. Oh, it's Jim. We got to laugh. Fuck you. He's a nobody with no chin. Fuck that jellyfish. Okay? Stress Factory this weekend or Arlington.
Plenty of tickets available.
Okay.
Dude, you don't see me plugging Uncle Vinny's tonight in Point Pleasant.
No.
Or fucking Staten Island tomorrow night. Why don't you settle down with the plugs?
Okay, well, listen, because next week at the Arlington Cinema Draft House right outside D.C.
The Draft House again.
The Draft House.
Draft House.
We were so happy this didn't make the radio
I
the first
know,
time.
I know.
Now it's got to make the radio.
There it is, his Draft House.
Our luck. Yeah. What about the Draft House there, Bob?
No, next weekend. Next weekend outside. What are the voices telling you to do?
One of our.
You made fun of me on Facebook.
I'm sorry, really?
Oh,
and
shit.
I was the first. Anyhow.
Wait. Yeah, you were.
What?
You called me a mongoloid.
I'm sorry.
You called him a mongoloid?
Did I spell it right?
I'm glad you just proved them wrong.
I know. I don't think he was kidding. I don't think he was trying to be
because
funny.
my brother tagged you in the photo as Midget Finger Jew.
Okay.
Yeah, you blame me for that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't do any investigating on who did it. I'm sorry. I didn't have time to get. No, it's still in the family.
This is the
Sorry.
mindset of every fuckwad fan that is on the internet.
Nah.
You did that to me. It's like, great. I get 800 hate fucking texts
Exactly.
and tweets and everything else a day.
Give Lloyd a chance to explain. Know exactly what happened.
Don't. Sorry.
I don't care. It's funny.
You care enough to bring it
Did
up.
it hurt
You're
your
lucky.
feelings a little
I
bit?
wasn't on the radio.
You're lucky we took the pledge yesterday.
I misunderstand. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it.
He's very angry.
I'm missing it.
Yeah, he's right up
You're
front.
missing
He's
it?
near me.
What are you missing? What, love?
Yes.
The chromosome bus.
tired.
What's the matter? Why you sound angry today?
Yeah, you're
I'm
like
not angry,
pissed
I'm just
off.
tired.
Why are you tired,
You'd
sweetie?
be mad too if your tongue didn't fit in your mouth.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
kidding. I just had
Go,
those
Bob
are my
Kelly
friends.
goes right
I'm
for the
sorry.
fucking
Keep 'em coming.
jugular.
Keep them coming.
You're a good guy.
I know.
Thank you.
Wow.
You're a nice guy.
You all right?
You're-
Everything's good? All right.
Yeah?
Love you, Jimmy.
Thank you,
Let's
sir.
make fun of the good-looking twink in the back.
Which one?
Why go for the easy target?
Yeah.
This fucking serial rapist in the back.
Yeah. Hey, preppy killer.
Who's Seacrest?
I'm pop your collar, faggot.
And wake the guy up next to you.
He is awake.
He's awake.
Oh, he is?
Yes. He's just being alternative. Gotta look high all the time, man. That's what we do. We're not here.
Fuck this. I'm going to listen to David Cross.
Abu.
See you, Rich.
That's, puts the brakes right on it.
There was no confidence.
Where's the
in
car
it.
crash?
That's
Let's test out the car crash.
why would that work?
Louder.
There.
Can they hear it?
We're going to need that.
You can hear that?
Shit. There's no response team.
Should we get started or what? We got some opening acts.
I didn't hear what you said.
Opening act.
I heard you.
I didn't say it again.
That's what this fucking guy got me with.
Let's get this started. What the hell? We got some opening acts before we get to the real contest.
We do.
Yeah, guys, to just kind of warm up the
Warm
crowd.
up the crowd, get them going.
Yeah. What's the prize? Do you know? We didn't even talk about this all week. I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, what
$2,000 and you get to eat on Bobby.
Oh. I think it is
okay,
like
I'm still 4
a
for
cash,
6.
an undetermined cash prize. I'm not sure how much.
Okay.
What is it? Let me see. And the Car Crash Comedy is brought to you by the Borgata Hotel Casino Spa. Visit Borgata.com. They also get a chance to, I guess, go up on stage at the Borgata, huh?
That's nice.
And get completely fucking
You
humiliated.
can't even get that gig, Rich?
Oh.
You can leave and join the comics if you want to try to win this.
I got to fucking do contests now to get back into Borgata. They hired us there on a Sunday. Oh.
You can leave and join the comics if you want to try to win this.
I got to fucking do contests now to get back into Borgata. They hired us there on a Sunday, and whatever.
Was there a big crowd?
Yeah, it was fucking sold out up to the 3rd row.
Curtains,
It's
a big crowd.
I thought I hit bonus here. What are you talking about?
Another curtain situation?
No, it was during last comic. We did the Borgata.
All right, listen, let's get this going. No one cares.
Yes. No one cares.
Rob,
I know, he asked.
Rob Ivans? Is that his name?
Where is he?
Where is he?
Let's bring him on.
All right,
Rob Ivans. They're
how's this gonna
parading
work?
the comics out, led by Club Soda Kenny, is parading. Look at this. It looks like a perp walk.
Yeah. Look at this.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Is that
Exactly.
Is that it?
They have to check
Look at
for
it.
who raped
Oh,
it.
gee.
Let's check for semen in the
And
stroller.
the last guy's, he's security too, the little guy?
Yeah.
That's
where?
Joe.
In fucking, in fucking Oz.
I like that he had to help you with the joke.
You know what? He was a Bronx cop. He'll fucking
He's
throw
a
you
what?
through the wall.
He'll mess.
really?
Yeah, he will.
He'll be a small wall, but he'll throw you through it. Be more like a curb, but he'll throw you right through.
Dude, he'll
it.
throw you into the fucking mouse hole. All right, okay.
All right, how's this going to work? These guys got 2 minutes, right? And if they get 3 car crashes, they're done. They don't make it to 2 minutes.
Jesus.
And these are kind of the
The
first
warm-up guys, right?
Yeah, the warm-up guys,
Are
and
they
then
in
we're
the
going to get
contest?
the huh?
Are the warmer guys in the contest?
Yeah.
Now,
Are they or no?
well, they get airtime, and who knows what happens. We got actually 4 guys that are worth competing, and then technically these guys are here to so we can make fun of them a little
These
bit.
guys don't even.
Exactly.
You want to know
guys-
the truth?
That's my
They don't
fucking
even
job.
look happy. They don't. They look
No, they
miserable.
don't.
Ah, they're all miserable.
Did you make
So they
them do
really
this?
are comics.
Hey, are you the only one doing the actual car crashes? Or
I'm going to have to get a cue from these guys.
yeah, okay.
You give me a thumbs
All
down.
right,
I'll
here's
crash
your
them
cue.
up.
After he tells the joke, just hit the button.
When
All
he's
right.
introduced. Right when he walks in the door.
Rich, introduce the first guy. Here, over here, I got the names. On the left side.
On the left side, okay. Our first act, you might recognize him if you were looking out the window a second ago. Big hand for Rob Ivins.
Rob Ivins.
Rob Ivins.
Where are we going?
Oh, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God. Man, bring him on music.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, I recently quit my job as a kindergarten teacher to pursue comedy full time, and I call it a job, but it's really, as you can imagine, like being a kindergarten teacher, it's more like it's more playtime than work time. The kids are cute and everything, and you know. But I think the best part about being a kindergarten teacher is the fact that my students' tiny hands make my dick look so much bigger than it really is.
Where are we going?
So I don't think abortion would be such a big deal in America if women actually laid eggs like chickens. Because really, who doesn't like to sit down to a nice big omelet every now and again? There's one car crash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you got to cut him a break. He's going first.
Anyway.
Do you have anything stronger than a car
No.
crash? Yes.
A fucking plane crash.
Plane, something
Can
like
we
a
see
nuclear bomb.
Mid-air collision
Yeah.
between two 747s.
Let him finish. Don't car crash
Anyway.
him. Go ahead, Harry Chapin.
That's fine, but anyway.
I wish you'd have the same end result.
I
lost his head. See?
I turned 30 last week, and you know, things are changing. I realized I'm kind of disconnected from younger people. Like, I see a guy in the street. I don't know if he's gay or just really, really cool.
What?
That was his best laugh, but it's like
that was a good line. Sounds thirsty.
So anyway,
it didn't
but
get
I remember when I was younger, people used to tell me how, like, well, you're going to start losing your hair, and the less hair you have on your head, the more you get in other parts of your body. And it's true, because growing up, I didn't really have chest hair, but now I do. But it's not cool like Hugh Jackman chest hair. It's like patchy. Like, my chest just looks like a map of Indonesia. My left nipple's East Timor.
With a swollen island under it.
Hate geography jokes.
How many crashes in my act? 1, 2?
Oh, you should want fucking your
You shouldn't
killer.
acknowledge the crashes.
The fucking mood of the room.
You're at two legitimate ones and around 19 in my head.
No, you're doing
This is my
they gotta
third
give you
microphone
another
switch
mic.
here.
You're so hot.
Okay, so yeah. Anyway, I used to, when I was younger, when I first started comedy, I used to make a lot of jokes about rape. But now that I'm older, I realize that rape is no laughing matter. Like, literally, I've never seen a woman laugh while being raped.
Unless they're a kindergarten kid.
I'm done.
Was that after the bell?
After the bell, he actually made it.
Damn,
Oh.
he made it.
And Voss punched his
right,
joke
thank
up
you.
at the end.
Hey, hold on. What's his name?
What's his name?
Rob
History.
Ivins.
And you want for being here? You want to promote anything?
Rob Ivins, who
Yes.
I thought did pretty well for coming out in the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you want to promote, sir?
Thank you.
You know.
Promote anything? Your Twitter, your Facebook. What do you want to promote?
Yeah, you can just, like, YouTube, Rob Ivins. You can just find me on
All
there.
right, there you go.
Yeah.
man.
The omelet joke
Why
is
don't
very
you-
close to something Carlin did. I'm not saying you
really?
took it from him. Yeah. I mean, it's a conclusion. A lot of people.
And
you
the
should be careful of that one. 'cause
the little hands on the dick. Wow,
That's
Wow.
I've heard that as many times as I've had those little hands
What
around
do
my
you-
dick.
And let me tell you, I live that on a daily basis. Okay? So why don't you go stand by the window so people walking by can think that the aquarium, okay?
I don't,
Not
Why,
bad.
Rich?
He's a little tubby, and
He's
I
not,
don't
yeah,
like
but he's
him.
not whale size.
yeah, it's really.
He's a baby whale.
Not a big-
I thought he did well.
Rich is just mean.
I like
He's husky.
I like his reason. He's a little tubby, and I don't like him.
All right, Rich. Bring on the next guy.
Good job.
These are kind of the opening acts.
Yeah.
Do you want to open for Bobby while he's opening for Dane?
All right,
That's
obsessing
number
with that.
2.
I know, but it's a different opening joke.
All right. I just like the fact that E-Rock's got his hat turned backwards.
Oh, I know.
Like a young Jimmy Olsen.
Jesus.
E-Rock's all business today.
Oh, Jesus. Nobody's
wearing
Oh, my
his-
God.
All right, I want to see the first one to fucking give him a car crash.
Yeah.
Holy.
I'm just
Got
going to
his
laugh at
fucking
everything
little
you
brother's
say.
shirt
Yes.
on.
Looks like Lurch's nephew.
How does your head so
Oh, okay.
big and such small little eyes?
I know.
Oh God. Oh
You
Jesus.
look like a fucking. You look like a fat
No,
chink.
He looks like
Your next comic, you may have seen him spearing a mastodon.
you look like a fat. You look like a fat baby on Maury.
No, he does. He looks like a Little Rascal episode. Our next act completely let himself go. Let's have a big hand for Sean Sullivan.
All right,
All right, Sean.
Sully. Oh, the bring on music. It's working for the weekend. Love it.
How's it going, guys?
Hi, Sean.
I think I've been drinking too much. I think I'm going to do a 12-step program. If I can make it up or down 12 steps, pass me another beer. I'm not drunk enough.
It's a drunk joke. I got to give it to him.
Yeah.
I thought he was just talking to me.
and like he's ever climbed 12 stairs.
Go ahead. So, go ahead.
Yeah, let him do his thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Go ahead.
It's cold out and like it sucks. Like it's like if it snows and shit.
He's got people put carrots in his nose.
This guy's good. Go ahead.
And but at least you can keep your beers at where you keep the minorities outside of your house.
All right, again, I think he's just talking to me.
Yeah, that's good because they really do ruin everything.
How could you think this is cold if you lived through the Ice Age?
Yeah. He has deer socks on.
I know.
You guys remember ShamWow? I remember.
Yeah.
I remember they say that the Germans make good stuff. I'm like, what is the ShamWow going to pick up 60 million droplets of not the whole entire spill? Oh, fuck. I fucked it up, but ShamWow Holocaust joke is not going to go over well. So.
People kind of saw where it was going, too. When you said Germans, where else would a ShamWow
When you
joke go?
said you remember ShamWow, the commercial came on last night.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's not like it's a fucking,
Comedy
place?
show?
Yeah.
Making these guys look good.
Does anybody else just have the strong urge to bite his cheeks?
Yeah, they do look delicious.
Yeah, pull your pants down.
Yeah. Someone farted too, by the way.
Of course.
No, it's just he stinks.
Go ahead, Sean. Let Sean do his act. Go ahead.
I recently just got my girl tampons from the store. I got back, and she said, it's the wrong one. I need the one with wings. So I poured Red Bull on it and threw it out of her vagina.
It's not believable because nobody thinks you have a girlfriend.
What'd you say?
Say my sister.
You put what on it and threw it over vagina?
Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay.
Oh.
I had something with wings.
I haven't heard
This
of
went
wings
from
of a
comedy
Maxi
to spoken word.
commercial in quite a
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
So, yeah. One more, and then we'll wrap him up.
No, I want him to do 40. Stretch.
I know, right?
Stretch.
Plastic bag.
Yes.
Stretch Armstrong. Let her rip.
You guys
ripping the mic so hard,
like
you're gonna
porn?
break
I
it.
love porn.
Yeah, porn.
Yeah,
So I got so much porn, it's enough to shake a fist at. And I do. Until I get chafed, and I stop.
All right, ended on a good note.
All right. You're going to take the mic back. His finger grips are going to be stuck in it.
That's
Sean, does he want to promote anything?
Sean.
Hey,
Sean.
Do you want to promote like the Wellmont Theater Saturday?
What? You got anything you want to promote?
Are you
anything?
deaf in, deaf in one ear because your father used to hit you in it?
The only thing I can think of, it's an open mic at Finn's Pub.
All right.
And in Oakdale, if you're near
right.
Oakdale.
And what's your mix? Because you do have a very unusual.
No, I'm all Irish. Please look
that's just a bloated, drunken
you're not
face.
part-
My mom might have fucked Yao Ming. I don't know.
Please look at his ears.
You're not
Please look at his little fucking baby ears.
Let me see your little
Wait,
ears.
you're
They
not
look
part-
like Mr. Potato Head, and they just.
It looks like he got stung by a bee.
You're not part Irish and beady eyes.
What?
You
That's
know how,
just mean,
how,
Rich.
how
He's
hard it is for
Rich,
him.
we're trying to do
hard
jokes.
It's going to be for his friend driving home with him, going, "No, you did well."
He has no friends.
All right, Sean, great job.
His head sticking
Long
out.
Island
Of
guy.
Yeah.
Take it easy, Sean.
He's going to go order some ribs that tip his car over.
All right, who's next there?
Our next act, when you see him, is the reason people hate Jews. Let's have a hand for Jason McLean or McLennan. Oh no, not him. The guy after. Sorry, wrong intro. Go back. Go back.
Is your name Jason?
No, that's the next guy.
Fucked up.
I didn't see who. I thought he was coming through the door. I was looking out the window.
Improv your intro. This is the guy.
All right, I'm going to do it right now. Our next act is not the intro I gave you for our next act.
Bring on Van Gogh already.
Okay.
Talk about old references.
Nah, he nailed it. He nailed it, Bob.
We don't know how he is in comedy, but I'm sure he's a great spot welder. A big hand for Jason McLennan.
Jason.
Yeah, Jason. All right.
Go.
Wow.
Thank you, boss. I appreciate it.
No problem.
First, I want to thank Kenny for the awkward moment in the waiting room because he came in and one of the guys had a book bag and he walked up.
Tell jokes.
I'm gonna. You tall prick.
I like a guy that works in the moment.
No, so anyways, he came in and he saw the guy's book bag and he said, "Excuse me, sir, would you mind emptying out your notebook or your bag?" So the guy opened his bag, but the whole time Kenny's looking at his balls. I think he wanted him to empty the other bag.
Well, instead of
I like it. I like that.
When you were Van Gogh, can it be Just Go?
When you were,
I'm nervous.
When you were in Poltergeist 2.
Why don't you ask me when I was on the cover of Mad Magazine, Alfred E. Newman?
All right, don't do crowd work. That's what I do. Do some fucking act.
Do some fucking act. Well said.
All right, I'm sorry my hands are shaking. It's been 3 hours since I last masturbated.
He just made that up.
Yeah, he did.
All right.
Everybody related to it. Go ahead.
I did some Google research before I came in here about. Oh, I'm sorry. I did some Google research before I came in, and I found a lot of interesting things. Like I found out that there is not a minority within 5,906 feet of Anthony Cumia's house, because that is the maximum effective range of a Barrett 50 caliber rifle.
There we go.
I mean, he wrote that.
It's not a joke. That's fact.
Yeah.
He's just stating facts.
He's just Wikipedia.
Okay, and then while I was on that search, you would realize if you Google the word masturbation, you'll come back with just about 50 million website results. If you Google search self-respect, you only get about 16 million. But the biggest jerk-off phrase term that you could put in Google is government with 939 million web hits. So they're the biggest jerk-offs.
Yeah. I feel like I'm at a fucking conference.
Actually, the alternative guy was like, that was a good one, man. Real comedy.
Finally.
Christ, I want to leave a show going, well, I got to do research.
You don't want to leave your house doing that. All right, then.
And you never want to leave a show. It's the people who paid to see you that do.
Want to leave? Should have just let you decide.
Okay, well, I don't know if you realize it, but Anthony's actually a very good movie reviewer.
Oh, thanks.
I asked him what his least favorite Tom Cruise movie was, and he said Minority Report.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
But, yeah.
Okay.
You just tripped over the words a little.
No, I'm sorry.
But Mississippi Burning is his favorite comedy.
Well, his review went something like this. Those fucking ass-fucking precogs got it all wrong. They didn't do the research. I did. Fuck you, Steven Spielberg, and your daydreaming ass cunts.
Well, I'm sure Steven Spielberg. Take fuck the tape.
How high have you been?
I'm just being hypnotized by his fucking Adam's apple going up and down.
You look like half the girls I fucked.
Look at that bouncing ball in his throat.
Man, what can I do?
I'm just saying, you're doing great.
I haven't been to New York City in probably 15 years, and I haven't been on a train in at least that long. I got on the train this morning.
So you want to get on Bobby's back?
No, we would pull a train, not get on. We would pull a train, not get on a train. Thanks.
Can you do me a favor? Can you sit where he's sitting?
Why? Do you want to eat his Adam's apple? Now it'll turn into a fucking pig roast.
Stop. Boss, stop. Right there. Yeah, two good ones. His good one always let him blow.
Yeah, he always punches himself out.
All right, well, the conductor saw me.
I thought you were done.
No, I'm not done.
Oh, let him go.
All right, the conductor looked at me and said, "Sir, you need to sit down." I said, "I am sitting down." And he came down and he said, "If you don't behave yourself, you got to get off the train." I'm done.
You gotta give him credit. You gotta give him credit for fucking just editing himself. I'm done.
Any questions for that guy, or we're just going to let him go? That's fine.
no,
Okay.
no.
All right, go ahead, Rich. The next guy.
Look at him.
Our
Look at the walk.
Our next guy walking down Boulevard of Broken Dreams. You might recognize if you were in the Diamond
You stop
District this
shaking
week.
while you read.
Yeah,
you
don't have to make faces. You're ugly enough. Listen.
Okay. Dr. Vinny Boom Butts. Shut up. Good. Exactly.
Even the microphone was trying to escape.
Boss is actually standing on his chair right now, by the way. Go ahead, shrimp. You got the gig, boss. Just read it. Exactly. You're not auditioning. Just go.
Yeah.
Go.
Don't
Don't
tell
stare
me
me
how
up
to
and
do
down.
fucking
Just fucking
jokes.
read the thing.
I'm staring you side to side. Our next I know. Let's have a big hand for Jewy Jew. Jeff Grossman.
Jeff Grossman?
Yeah, Shabbat Shalom, Rich. How's everybody doing out there?
All right.
Hey, glad to be here. Long drive here today. I don't know whether there's a God in this world, and honestly, at this point, I could care less. But if there is, he's definitely got a bone to pick with fat guys. Because the one thing that makes absolutely no sense to me is that when a fat guy puts on weight, he puts on weight everywhere except for the one place he'd like to put on weight. How fucked up is that? I mean, your cock doesn't get bigger. I get Pamela Anderson's tits, but I don't get Tommy Lee's cock. What's up with that? And think about that for a minute. How fucking cool would that be? Instead of having to go to a big and tall store before a date and getting a stupid shirt like this one, I could go to McDonald's. Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order? Yeah, I got a big date tonight. Let me get a Big Mac, filet of fish, quarter pounder, French fry, icy Coke, thick shake, sundae, and yeah, it's March. Let me get about 5 of those Shamrock shakes to go, please. Thank you. You know what, though?
You know what, dude? By the way, when you said I'm with you on look, dude, I'm with you on the fat shit. I'm with you, but you should. What the fuck was the end?
I know.
You had me at the big tits and the
I'm not done yet.
Oh shit!
By the way, when you would have said, I don't know if there's a God. If Voss would have just died, we all would have went, yep.
Let it go, Rich. Let it go. Go ahead, brother.
He had you when, Jerry Maguire?
I mean,
come on, go ahead.
I should keep going. Okay. I mean, the funny thing is,
take your hand out of your pocket. You look.
Yeah,
at
let him
it.
stand comfortably. Wherever you.
Oh, yeah, it's called a tell.
What's it? A tell?
No, he's not here.
I love him.
I wish he was.
Exactly. You fucking Vlasic pickle ad. Shut up.
I mean, think of how cool it would be if actually when you got fat, you actually got the big dick that came with it. I mean, I could, some people go to a bar, and I could actually be the guy that drunk chicks look to pick up after they had a few. You know what? Actually, that's a stupid fucking idea.
That was horrible.
That's a completely stupid idea, and some people dream big. They dream of playing third base for the Yankees. Other guys dream of being a doctor, a lawyer. Apparently, all I'm looking for is an easy way to get a skank to look at me at a bar. So, thanks for letting me think.
But well, hold on. He had confidence.
Yes.
When he walked in with confidence.
So did Hitler.
Worst comes to worst, we could advertise on his back. What I'm saying.
You know what, dude?
Really? You guys feel sorry for somebody?
I think if this was
you,
Bonnie,
us.
I thought he had confidence out of everybody. He came in with confidence.
did. He came in.
Yeah, he had good confidence.
He had nothing after it, but he had confidence.
Yeah, if this was blog comedy, you're just going on and on without a comma or a period.
Did you say blob comedy?
No, that's just what you think when I speak. Oh, Bob.
Self-deprecating.
Whoa.
We love you, Bobby.
Yes, I never throw comedy into that.
You want to promote anything, sir? You're good?
I'm a teacher, man. This is the first time I've ever been in front of an audience doing
Really?
anything like this.
Classroom.
That was good.
I'm not looking for sympathy. I just came here to have fun, and I'm with some great people. And
Can you
All
look
right,
for
calm
Stop
down.
giving a
All right,
speech like
calm
you
down.
want something.
Fucking
Can you do me a favor?
All right.
Can you look
aside, folks?
Can you look for a shirt that fits?
I will.
What-
Hopefully, it's not that.
what grade
sweatshirt,
do you
but I will
teach?
look for-
What grade?
I teach kindergarten.
What did he say to
Are
you?
Are they looking for help?
What grade?
Oh, Uncle Paul.
I teach the younger kids.
Yeah.
How old?
5 and 6 years old.
All right.
That's got to be
That's hot. That's hot.
mentally
I'm winning them
stimulating,
over,
huh?
clearly.
How, do they sit and just stare at you going, ugh?
What do you teach them?
Do you ever have a little girl taking nap time with the milk next to her?
Only when I start speaking.
Oh.
Do you do little jokes in class? Like to try to, did you practice your set on them?
Absolutely.
Yeah, do that fat cock joke in kindergartners.
You'd be surprised how well that one went over.
Do you play
right
sit
after
on my
nap
lap?
time. That's exactly what I went to.
You're married too. How did that happen?
How did that happen? I wasn't always this fat.
No, I don't think you're fat. I think you're just.
Couldn't have been because they voted on gay marriage and they.
Uh-oh, he's going to the cup.
Wait a minute, alternative.
No, it's not legal. I don't think that's legal in New Jersey.
Exactly.
That was a good
I
visual,
thought you had a
Rich.
lot of confidence. I'm telling
Stop
you.
saying confidence.
You got to start with confidence.
Can
and then
we
you get
move
funny.
on?
All right.
Huh?
Can we move on, Rich, please?
Yeah, I don't
Thank
want
you.
to good job.
Thank you guys.
Shalom.
Put the mic back in the stand, dude. Right behind
This is the last opening act, I believe.
Oh, okay. Oh.
The last opener.
Our last opener, and thank God this is almost done, so we can go from horrible to horrendous. Let's have a big hand for David Curley.
David.
Got a funny name.
So, a lot of big NBA news lately. A lot of big trades going down. I think the biggest story this year is LeBron James. I mean, what a rough year he's had off the court. You know, first he makes the decision to abruptly leave Cleveland, just infuriating the Cavalier fan. And then, you know, all these Cavalier fans have been posting racial threats on his Facebook page all year. And when I heard about this, it just absolutely baffled me because I thought black people only used MySpace.
Well,
and on top of that, I didn't know people from Cleveland could afford a computer.
Right.
Pretty good.
And I don't know why Anthony's called a Cavalier fan.
So I'm really happy that February's finally over because I hate Valentine's Day.
Oh. I was thinking something else.
Yep. Just take everything he says in this joke and add those words.
Like the Ides of March.
Oh, Chip.
Hey, Chip.
So last year, my girlfriend actually broke up with me on Valentine's Day.
Lucky her.
I gave her a pair of diamond earrings, and she told me she wasn't getting anything out of the relationship anymore. I told her I wouldn't say that because I have herpes. So you have fun with that. Because diamonds aren't the only thing that are forever.
Not bad.
Not bad, huh?
Not bad. Not bad. That was pretty good.
Graded on a curve.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've been getting back into the dating scene, and I recently just signed up for a profile on eHarmony. And you know what? eHarmony is actually not that bad. You know, if you're looking for a chick from Long Island with 5 kids and a blown-out vagina, it's definitely the website for you.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
If you want one from New Jersey, I can give you a number.
He's making fun of his own wife.
Yeah. Thanks. You don't have to explain to these fucking
Yes, I
dudes.
did.
No, I didn't.
As long
Came
as
out like
Anthony
dramatic
gets it,
prose.
I don't give a fuck. Anthony knows comedy, okay? All right? When Anthony likes you, he'll go like that, okay?
How hard is it to hold a cup with those little stiff fingers?
It's just as hard as it is for you to wear a chin strap.
All right, that's
It's very difficult.
Shut up, fucking gargoyle.
See,
I got greedy.
I know. And you shook a lot.
I do.
You shook a
Why
lot.
did I take away your meatloaf?
And he's back in. It's as fast as that.
He
with
is
this
in and
fucking
out.
Yeah. Cocksucker's in and out
Right.
real quick.
Bob carries meatloaf in his pocket.
That's just me.
let the guy finish, man. He's doing
That's right, yeah.
He's got a pretty good set.
Yeah, he's
we didn't even
doing
know
all
you were
right.
still here. I did that one.
So I'm from Charleston, and I'm a real big drinker. And you have to be careful in Charleston now because they're really cracking down on drunk driving. They are setting up DUI checkpoints everywhere. And I don't really know how effective a DUI checkpoint is. Because if the cops were really interested in catching the highest concentration of drunk drivers on any given evening, all they'd have to do is hang out the end of a Taco Bell drive-thru after midnight. And you wouldn't even need a breathalyzer. You just need to see what people are ordering, because everybody knows the drunker you are, the more ambitious you are with the meal you can put down. All right, sir, bring the car to a stop. Let me take a look in the bag. 2 chicken soft tacos with no cheese. Well, you're obviously sober because that's the gayest meal I've ever seen. So why don't you take your Mazda Miata and get the fuck out of here?
He's fucking doing characters.
That's good. Well, you know what though? It was good, and that car crash was perfect. He said, "Pull the car up," and you
I
crashed.
know,
it.
that crashed him, but he wasn't drunk, you know. I was,
Yeah, it's nice when it all
Fucked it up.
comes together, isn't it?
he actually wasn't bad.
He was good. He was good. He looks like an ESPN news anchor, but I know he was good.
He looks like every FedEx
excuse
guy
me, hold
or
on.
something.
Hey,
He's
hey,
got
hey.
that generic guy look.
What was your name again?
Dave Corley.
Christ!
What happened? Oh shit!
Danny Guest. Danny Guest.
Danny
I thought
just
you were-
gassed and Bobby's fucking...
He was watching himself on YouTube.
We got to get the fart mask if you're going to do
Oh,
that.
my God.
We have to show these
fart
guys.
mask.
Smells like yeast and.
Danny, you got another one in you? All right, Danny. might
Wow,
have another one in
Danny's
you.
really killing with
Bobby,
the
you got to
fucking
do the
gas.
fart mask for the people today. The what? The fart mask. It's our latest invention.
We'll show you.
You have to do it. You have to.
Fucking hurt ribs. I'll fucking rehearse.
Oh, God.
Sweetie. I don't want to rehearse. I'll try.
Rich, what were you gonna say?
I just wanted to know how long you've been doing this.
Oh,
You-
God. I've been doing stand-up for a little over a year.
Oh, not bad. From where are you working out of?
Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, cool. You got my number?
Yeah.
You got my number?
No, I don't.
Good. Bye. No, you were good, man.
Wow.
You had to ask him twice.
I know. I like the guy.
We
You
all
can't
knew
let
he
him-
didn't
Were you
have
the
your number.
Catskills?
Are you having a good time? Tell your face. Shut up.
Let him promote something. You want to promote anything, sir?
Yeah, I'll be at Theater 99 in Charleston on March 19th, and also the first Thursday of every month at Club Light in Charleston.
And what's your name
Came all the way
again?
up from fucking South Carolina for
Yeah,
that?
you did.
Fucking horrible.
What's your name?
Wow.
Dave Corley.
Dave Corley. All right.
Dave Corley.
We're gonna
Good.
set people in that area will look for Dave Corley.
That was a good,
Good job.
Good job,
It
man.
was a good set.
Good job.
Good job.
I need a thing of water. Where the hell's
You
the
guys
water?
can't even
I'm
get
parched.
comics from New York to come in, and he drove up from fucking South
Yeah.
Carolina
I
for
know.
this. I don't. Daniel, he doesn't have to leave, does he? Make him stay. He
For
came from
what?
South Carolina.
You want to
Let
take him
enjoy.
home?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure Bonnie wouldn't mind.
He's not taking a train right
Why-
now.
Exactly.
He's
Yeah,
going
give
for a
him a
glass
chair.
of water, you idiot.
What do you think he drove up and he's driving right back?
We should get the plug in, take a break, and then we're going to get the finalists on.
Yes.
right?
You mean Car Crash Comedy, brought to you by the Borgata Hotel, Casino, and Spa. I love the place. Visit Borgata.com.
All right. We'll break and we'll
Can
continue.
I get
I
my
guess.
plugs in?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
This week, the Stress Factory. Next weekend, the Arlington Cinema Draft House. Stress Factory is selling out, so get there. You know what I mean?
Stretch Factory?
Stress. I said Stress
No, you
Factory.
didn't.
Whatever. I got gum in my mouth.
I don't like
Oh,
that
really?
you're trying to panic the people into buying tickets.
I'm not at all.
It's selling out fast. Get them now. It's not a fucking.
You could go Sunday and get tickets.
I won't be there.
Exactly.
It's not a monster truck show.
Okay.
Someday it's
First of
selling
all,
out fast.
I'm not doing a door deal. I'm just, they want to see a good show. Come, but the Arlington
I'm
Cinema
just going to
Draft
be honest
House.
with you. I'm at Point Pleasant, Uncle Vinny's tonight. There's going to be 3 people there. If you
And,
want to
and
be,
you're 2 of them.
yeah,
And we'll be right back with Car Crash Comedy. Stay there.
First of all,
See, you missed that one. That was terrific. Listen, the point is that he's saying he doesn't care, but he cares.
I know he's
Don't
upset.
care.
That's what we're confused about.
I'm trying to have a connection with him. I don't really care. I just want to say, oh, we connected somehow.
You did on your IQ test.
That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, he's really good
Well,
at that type of thing. So.
Professional.
Hey,
It's not personal.
What?
I don't think you're a mongoloid at all.
Thank you.
It's nice to say.
Rich, anybody else in the crowd? Or Bobby, anyone else in the crowd you want to talk to
No, I
before
just-
we bring on
we-
the
The guy who
finalists?
can't quite cross his arms up front.
He thought he was all safe.
I want to talk. I want to talk to Uncle Paul in the back. Yeah. No.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Hi,
one,
Ernie.
One of these things just doesn't.
Oh, my God.
Jesus
Well,
Christ!
he's a bit older than the rest of them.
A bit older. Did you? Hey, can I ask you a question? Did you drive all these people here?
He used to tell everyone he was Captain Kangaroo. We'd get him in the back.
I want to talk to you about diabetes.
I was
one of our fans of more advanced years than our usual fans.
You've aged me prematurely.
Yeah.
He's actually 23.
Yeah. He's Mother Time. Oh, God. Mother Time.
Mother's Time.
It's horrible. You're
I
right. It
understood.
wasn't bad. I can't wait to be that age where you just tuck everything. You don't give a shit.
Oh, really? Obviously, you are that age.
That's pretty good.
Man. You can't. Well, it's here.
What's
Sir,
your name,
how old
sir?
are you,
sir? How old are you?
How old? 58.
That's very ageist,
Wow.
Bob.
Yeah.
You look younger than 58. And what's your name?
Mike.
Okay.
Mike?
What do you mean that's ageist?
Mike.
Look at his face. That's ageist.
Are you married?
Yeah.
Get out.
Hey, Mike.
That door or this door?
Do you cheat?
No.
Look at me.
He meant on your
Are you
diet.
offering?
That's pretty good. The guy's got a few years' experience under his belt. He's probably, had a few comebacks down there at the VFW Hall.
Playing some pinochle.
Yeah, just hanging out with the guys, talking about these people.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah.
And pointed at the black guy.
You ever go to one of the halls, though? It's always the white guys on the wall, and they have like one black guy on a lone wall, some veteran.
He's called a president.
That's not bad. Political joke.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you knew.
Yeah. What do you do for work?
What do I do? I work in a lab.
No shit.
Matt's.
Wow, that's exciting.
Your left eye's a little weaker than your. You make a lot of right turns when you're driving.
Is it really hard to take semen samples out of diapers?
We'll talk later.
Those rascals.
Oh, all right. Well, seem like a nice fella. How long you been listening to this debacle?
Long time. Long time. Since
You're
we first
one.
came to New York.
Since we first came to New York. Was your hair gray then, or did it gray in time?
Not as much as it is now, but we still have it.
How long have you
got
had,
it,
how
right.
long have you had the mustache?
Oh,
60s?
60s.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, early 70s.
Yes. Can I
This is like
smell
the
it?
Warren Commission.
Why we're fascinated with a man who's over 40. Like, wow, what?
Mike demands an apology. From this, Mike demands an apology.
Exactly.
What are we doing?
Yes.
Everybody on the table's over 40.
But that's what I'm saying. We're all asking him, like, did you have gray hair? Who gives a shit?
It's called
It's
filler.
the worst interviews ever.
Bobby, pick someone else.
All right. Well, I guess.
Who else you want to talk
Hey,
to?
did you ever
real
use
fast?
a water fountain that he couldn't use? I mean, these horrible questions we're asking this guy.
I want to talk. We should talk to the black guy. I mean,
Carlton.
let me ask you a question.
That's Carlton. He's been on many times.
Yeah, we know Carl. He's a
done some
All
great
right.
bits for us.
I never met him. I'm sorry.
How about one of the girls?
When you're running with a TV on your shoulder.
Right.
Wait a minute. First, do you have any TVs for sale?
You can rest assured when he's running, you're not on it.
A TV.
Uh-huh. It was a TV. Because it was,
That was a bad
yeah, because I mean, it
40
couldn't be
failed pilots.
That's right.
Jesus.
That hurts too.
Jesus.
Yes, Rich.
We should talk to the girls.
Let's talk to the girl.
Two
Let's talk
girls.
to the girl.
Can you stand up, both
Nobody
of you?
in this
The
room
girls
knows how to talk to
Stand up.
girls.
Stand up, both of you.
They're pointing
Can
to
you
the.
stand up and look, come out here so you can be
Yeah,
next
they're
to each other.
pointing to the one in the back where
Both
she
of
might
them.
be crazy or something.
Yes.
Oh,
She's
really?
got that
I don't
crazy
know.
look.
Holy
Stand next
shit.
to each other. Hold hands. Hold hands. Just so you're comfortable.
You look like a 3D
Do you want us to
mugshot.
kiss?
Yeah.
Wow, she jumps right into it.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, you're always going to be
Sam.
the other girl.
Oh, shit.
Me?
Rich.
What is that?
Just because
Oh,
she's all
hell
chubby.
no.
Shut up. You're not meeting people on the
She's not. She's cute.
No, she's cute. She's
She's
very
all right.
fucking around.
She's very cute.
Fucking you're all right on a
One,
Tuesday
we have
before
two girls.
12.
What's that?
You know
I
this
didn't-
show has no fucking women listeners. First one you get up, you call her chunky. What's wrong with
Oh, God.
Really?
She
Well, let's put her next to you so she looks thin, okay? What the fuck?
Yeah, come here,
I'm
Bobby.
not saying she's
here.
chunky. I didn't say that once.
They're both
okay?
adorable.
But the other one, you could tell, is a little more weathered, beaten down, and sexy.
Holy shit.
Thank you.
It's our last two female listeners.
She does look. She does look like she's from Cape Cod.
Her boyfriend is a fucking jacked up guy in the back. I hope he fucking. I can't wait to see Voss trying to explain this outside. I'm all for the show.
That's my brother.
Oh really?
That's my brother.
Even hotter.
When you were,
You got any stories?
when you were on Billy, when you were in Billy Jack, and you were taught. Go ahead.
Another
great
reference. Stop. Wow. That was. I get. Dude, fuck you.
Right.
It's way too.
That's a
too
good
obscure,
reference.
but
Oh.
It is a good reference. I get what you're saying.
Put your headphones on.
Oh.
You're stepping on everyone.
She looks like that girl who Clint Eastwood put in all his movies.
The woman's name is Sandra Locke. It was his girlfriend for a long time, and she was raped in Sudden Impact.
She was also
right,
almost
computer.
gang raped by a bunch of Mexicans in the outlaw Josie Wales.
All right, computer Jim.
And the guy was like, "You cunt!" Remember that when he grabbed Sandra Locke by the shirt? You cunt!
So you guys
Put
don't
your
know
headphones
each other,
on.
right?
You got to.
Everyone's telling you.
They're not on.
Oh, the headphones aren't on.
Oh,
Okay.
turn them on.
Did you try
E-Rock.
these?
Jimmy Olsen, get in here. Get in here.
Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, get in
E-Rock,
here.
everyone. E-Rock.
So do you have a boyfriend?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a boyfriend, sweetie?
Yeah, he's right there.
Oh, where is he? Hey, what's
Which
up?
one?
How's the
Another
big
guy that could
There
kick
you
your
go.
ass.
Why are
Yeah.
you in the front of her, though? Why, there was no seat available?
How long you been going out with him?
Like almost 3 years.
Oh,
3
you
years.
I thought it was hers.
That's
Okay.
cool. And now, did you bring her into ONA? Or did you
Oh
guys
yeah.
she liked it. Wait, well, you guys fucking lying. Who'd you
Well,
supposed to?
no,
the
he got
opposite
me. He
thing?
got me into the show.
Oh, okay.
My first Christmas gift.
Yeah. Was
Yeah.
what?
The XM.
Satellite.
Yeah.
Radio.
And
Yeah,
what was your
right.
second? A power saw?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, why don't you shit on your chest? I got you XM, Opie, and this. What now? What about you? Are you into the show? Or did he get you into the show?
Actually, I don't know that much. I am sorry, but it's hysterical, and I didn't know that much except for when I was in college. My friends from Long Island told me when I see a WOW bumper sticker to take off my top. So it started a really bad habit, and now I take off my top all the time, and I say whip them out
So what are you
Wednesday.
waiting for?
They were on
So-
What are you waiting for?
They were on the air.
Whip
then?
them out.
It's
Get those peaches out of that.
my brother's here. My brother's here. But
So what?
Well,
Hey,
tell him to close his
earmuffs,
eyes.
asshole. Let's go. Well,
No, you can't. No, you can't hear. You can't hear. You can't
Not
hear.
Scott's cockblocker.
We want. No, he's right though. We want you to believe me.
We're not allowed to.
No, not in this. We're in the lobby.
Jimmy had to put in those terms. We're in the lobby.
I can't argue that one already.
Did you see how fast Danny ran?
Danny ran in.
He went over there and punched her in the cunt.
Just make her stop. All right, good point. Good point. Shit.
We want you
I
to.
forgot.
But that was a trooper that she was willing to do that.
I know.
Do you have
Thank
big or
you,
small
Meredith
nipples?
Baxter Burney.
medium.
Can you go in the bathroom with a cell phone and take a picture of him and just bring it back in for me and Jimmy so we can just...
That's probably something you
And
shouldn't do either.
And visit
No,
Bobby's
Kenny,
career.
there's this big guy Kenny following me around. He won't let me do that.
That's Club Soda.
So wait a minute. Voss had something to say. What'd you
I
say?
think she's very sexy. There's something about her I think is very sexy. You know
Whether
what
it's
I mean?
sexy?
Yeah.
No, I just, no.
If you knew how stupid you look with your headphones like that.
I get an earache. when I have
No, you
them.
don't. You don't know how they work.
You didn't have to say with your headphones like that, by the way.
I know, of course not.
Let's. I guess we should move on. No?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's. All right, thank you, ladies.
Ladies.
Thank you.
I hope you. Oh, look at her. She's like, oh, made it through. There you go. No problem. We like our female listeners.
Yeah, all two of them.
22-year-old female demographic.
22-year-old
Yeah.
female. Is that how old you are?
Yeah.
You've been going out for 3 years?
Yeah.
How old are you, dude?
sir?
23.
Oh,
okay. I thought maybe you were like, yeah.
Everybody grab your wallets. Okay.
All right, we're ready for the finalists of Car Crash Comedy.
Let's do it.
Oh boy, Rich, you ready? For the first guy.
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
So what are we going to do? These guys are going to compete, and then we're going to knock it down to two, and they're
Two
gonna,
people, yeah.
and then they're going to all right do the finals. Great. So who's our next comic there, Rich?
Our next comic, and now the real deal starts, folks. This is not bullshit. This is for the big money.
No practice.
This is not Hollywood Week anymore. This is the real deal. So let's have a big hand. What? That's so fucking.
No, we got to let these guys do their material. They're competing
Yeah.
for real money. This man means
Let's
serious
have
business.
our first act. Let's have a big hand for Mark and Durko.
All right.
Comedy team.
How's everybody doing, guys?
Hi,
Cool
Mark.
setup we got going here. I was watching TV in my hotel yesterday, and I was watching one of my favorite shows. It's a show where they go around, catching crabs for an hour, The Bachelor. It's a good one. I like that show because there's always a twist, man. I got an idea for a season of The Bachelor. This is what I'm going to do. Bachelor, full-blown AIDS. The girls have no fucking clue. You would tune in every week for that. Because we can make it a couple different shows. When he starts sleeping with them, we can call it The Deadliest Catch. If he marries one of them, we can call it John and Kate plus AIDS. We can do a 10-year follow-up show called Survivor. Whoever has the highest T-cell count gets the money. I was watching Obama on the news yesterday, too. He was talking about Mexico or something. Man, does he look like shit lately. He's all, like, pale and emaciated, man. He started off like a cool black lawyer, serious. He was like Denzel in Philadelphia. Now he looks more like Tom Hanks at the end of Philadelphia.
Loves AIDS.
It's all about it. Yes. That's the name of your CD, AIDS Medley.
All right, yeah, so, no more AIDS stuff. Let's go.
Go ahead, do it. His follow-up CD is back in the AZT. Go ahead. Wow.
Is it? That wasn't for him.
That was for Bob Kelly.
For Bob.
Go ahead, sir. You got at least a
I can't really make fun of anybody's appearance. I'm a fucking ugly creep, too. I look like a awkward cross between Prince William and Rocky Dennis from Mask.
I like how you threw in the Prince William part.
Fuck you guys. You guys can laugh after I'm done with that, but I'm getting Prince William in there first. The fucked up thing is I don't have his money or power, just his horse face, so it's not that cool. I mean, look, man, I'm a fucking mess. I'm sweating from a job that has the word standing in the description. All right, I'll leave you with a little joke before I go. I'm not too good with the girls because all those AIDS jokes and rape jokes, they don't really work over too well. So, I was going to the bar the other day. It doesn't really matter which bar because the story's made up. But but I didn't want to be a pussy, so I went over there. I thought I'd talk to a girl, so I found a 10 at the corner of the bar. Look past her, try to find like a 6 or a 7, so I have a chance. Walk up to her, talking to her for a few minutes. Thought it was going all right. Offer to buy her a drink. You know what this bitch does? Says thank you. Gives a drink to her boyfriend. Normally that would piss me off, but it was fucking hilarious watching her boyfriend down that roofie.
All right, bro. Hold on. Yes, right. And here's my critique. I thought it was really good, and I think your personal stuff, it is because that's what people remember when you talk about your life and it's personal. Then it's fucking original because you do have a horse face, but you do. I wanted to throw sugar cubes at you while you were up there, but you have nice lips. You should talk about those cock-sucking lips you have.
I didn't think I got your fucking show.
Your lips with Rich's lifestyle. See, because you're a queer.
But see, and just from my experience, I think the personal stuff went over really well. It's good. It's some good age stuff. You know what I mean?
But didn't you think though that the roofie thing, guys, just a little hurtful? I thought he was very good.
Yes,
it was funny. It was good. It was funny.
Good
There was
job.
a couple of things in there that were a little
pitchy.
A little
dog.
You guys could have really just left it at it was funny. I got all the critique I need.
Yeah,
hold on, Bobby's got to give his.
That was good.
No. Thank you.
I liked it.
All right, let's move on. Then.
Good job.
I got a plug-in?
Yeah, sure.
Can we just
Comedian Mark on Twitter.
Comedian Mark.
M-A-R-K
Is that
or
K or
C?
C, you motherfucker?
It's a K.
All right.
If Voss is like, is that an M?
I'm not a black guy.
I'm not a black guy.
No, Voss asked if it was a K or C for comedian.
All right, boss. Our next comedian.
Oh, okay. Good job.
He did all right?
I can't wait till D.L. Hughley comes in.
Yeah, I'm actually scared of most deaf coming in here, dropping down his comedy rhymes.
He was in the last contest, I think. He was in Washington.
He was in D.C.
That's right.
He was, right?
Yeah. Our next act, let's have a big hand for Ramon Rivez.
Yes. All right.
Hello.
Hi.
My name's Ramon. I'm from Cleveland, so as you can imagine, I'm unemployed right now. I've been applying for jobs, like even places I know aren't going to be open very long. I applied at this store called Native Kichwa Arts. They sell nothing but Native American stuff. And I gave the guy my resume, and he looked at it. He was like, everything looks pretty good, Mr. Rivas. I just got a quick question for you. What do you know about ancient spirits? And I was like, well, that depends. Do you guys drug test? Because if you do, I'm not going to bother answering. So Best Buy got me to waste a week of my life. No, thank you. I've been living with my sister to save money, and she has a couple kids, and I realized something staying with her. I love the kids very much, but they're growing into little assholes. Like, my niece came home from school the other day. I was like, hey, how's your day? She was like, it was okay. Some girl tried to sit with me at lunch, but I told her she was too ugly and she wasn't allowed. And I looked at her. I was like, Amarisa, you know you're fat, right? Like, she's big.
You don't mind wearing their clothing?
No, not at all. So I'm trying to think of ways to make money. So I've been thinking about writing a Where's Waldo book. But I'm not sure if you're supposed to draw Waldo first and put everything around him, or if you draw everything else and say, all right, now where do I put him now? And, like, I smoke so much pot, I think I'm going to forget to put him in a puzzle or two, which has me kind of worried because I don't think you can proofread a Where's Waldo book. The guy will just be like, wow, this one's just really hard. All right. And while I was looking up research for that joke, I found out there's actually a Hispanic version of Where's Waldo called Donde Está Ronaldo. It's a lot easier than Where's Waldo because it's like Donde Está Ronaldo. There he is under the car. Look at that. That was easy. That was fairly obvious. One of my favorite things to do is to try to start trending topics on Twitter, and we started this one Joanne Fabric slogans. I'm gonna do a couple for you before I get out of here. The first one is Joanne Fabrics. Why not make a scarf since you can't make a baby? Joanne Fabrics. That's the first one. I wanted to do that. All right, thank you. Very critical.
He saved it on the end with his fucking uncomfortable serial killer personality.
But
I'll mumble to myself.
very original. I'll say that. The material stuff was very original.
So wasn't that shirt?
Yeah. Would you come here from hunting?
Yeah, gay hunting.
Are you doubling as a picnic table?
Yes.
See, Bobby had it.
Why did you follow it up?
I don't fucking know. It's just you throw them against the wall. If they stick,
they never stick.
They're not on your back. I like
But I thought it was very original. Some of the jokes were weak, but some were very funny.
Yeah.
Your opening joke you probably shouldn't open with. You should open with something a little harder.
Okay.
But I thought at least it was very original content.
I thought it was good, and you should get clothes that fit.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I think
Work
you
on
should
that.
go
A
as.
little bit.
Yeah, stop trying to be trendy. Stop
Okay.
trying to hey, I'm fucking kooky dress. Yeah. Just get some good clothes.
He
like-
doesn't know how to dress.
I shop at thrift stores.
yeah, well, shop at the bigger ones.
Yeah.
You want to promote something,
Fucking
sir?
bed
Wait,
bugs.
well,
Get the
maybe-
fuck out of here.
You're like a Puerto Rican Louis Anderson type character.
You didn't want to promote? You want to promote?
Yeah. Yeah. What soup
I
kitchen you'll be
produce
at?
a show in Cleveland called Chucklefuck, Chuckle FCK. It's a podcast, and I stream the show every Monday night. So if anyone wants
All right, good.
Okay, good
Cool.
job. man.
Thanks,
Good
man.
job, brother.
Way to go, buddy.
You dropped something.
Hey.
Where are you going to be washing dishes? See, that's a Mexican joke.
Came back in. Oh boy. Now it's all good.
Oh, God, he got so...
He's just looking around. Wondering who said that.
Oh, God.
Very uncomfortable. All right, Rich. Who's our next comedian?
Our next act, you might recognize him from earlier. Who said come on? Did he say it?
Everyone is saying it.
The whole
Let's have
audience said that.
Let's have a big hand for Seton Smith.
Oh, Seton, right?
We know him. He did time on one of our virus shows.
Also did time in a few correctional institutions.
All right, so I got this ticket, right? First off, I'm not a cop fan, and I realize that's just a black thing, right? White people, you hate cops too, right? Like, all right, you ever done dumb things around cops just because you get so nervous around them? Like, you ever at a stop sign and a cop pulls up next to you, you try something really stupid, like try to look safe? You ever tried that before? Like, a cop pulls up next to you, you're like. Good job, officer. There's no cocaine back here. I'll tell you that, right? Cop went to my car, right? Gave me a lecture, right? Like, gave me a ticket, and then we want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I know I'm in the wrong, right? My girlfriend left me. She wanted to talk about it. Bitch, I know I cheated on you. I don't want to talk about it, right? So cop went to my car. Was like, you were going 83, sir. Like he's never seen 83 before, you know? Like I went Mach 5 on his ass or something, right? You broke the sound barrier, sir. I didn't do that because I didn't want to go to jail. But man, I would love to say that one thing to shut him up. Just that one thing. You were going 83, sir. Yeah, because I don't drive like a bitch, all right? So, 1 minute. All right, almost kind of sort of funny. Here we go. So I'm 29 now, right? Trying to become an adult, trying to do adult shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, start cleaning my house, right? You know what I mean? Like, I got a futon I got a bed instead of a futon bullshit. You know what I did? I did the most adult thing I've ever done, ever. And that is, I started buying my own cable. You ever tried shit before? I actually bought it, you know what I mean? Like, not that stealing shit. I called Comcast. I was like, yo, son, let's make this legal. They're like, what are you talking about? And I hung up real quick because I'm afraid of commitment. You know what I'm talking about? And that's why... You know, and I got my own internet now, my own fucking internet. It's wireless. It's called Seton Smith the shit, right? And the password is nigga, right? Because no, just in case my white friends come over, they can't be like, I can't type this password. You better not type that password, Tom. You better not. Better not see Google on your laptop, mother. All right, I'm done.
That's good, man. That was funny.
They support each other.
And you know what? I have to give him his actual his look.
Yeah.
He could be a star with that.
Yeah. Got a good look.
The only thing I'd work on, the hair looks like an underwater volcano.
To do comedy right after you saw a ghost makes it fucking almost impossible. But what I thought, okay,
what do you mean?
The hair, boo.
Wow.
What happened? All right, shut up. Actually hurt. But here's the thing: what I liked about him, except to the end, and I'll be honest, it was going great because you were doing. But then it's the whole and my white friends. You know, the whole white.
What do you want him to do? He's fucking surrounded by white people. What do you want him to do? Go up there and talk? Hey, politics.
He's
black.
talking about his. Yeah,
he's got to say the N word at least a couple times.
I didn't mind that because we all say that.
I got to agree with him on that one.
Actually, Anthony snores that.
God damn. Good job.
I think it was a really good job.
Yeah.
You look good.
Yeah.
You get a lot of good, the fucking outfit and all that
I like
creepy
the shirt.
village
Stop
shit
talking
you're
about
wearing.
his clothes.
Yeah, top of it, he's a gorgeous
Bobby,
guy.
he was very
But you were
good.
very funny at the end. I
just
think
so
you picked it up at the end.
And just so the people know, he won Car Crash Comedy in Washington. I remember.
Is this the guy that did the O&A show?
And he got to do time in front of one of the virus shows.
He did better than Babiglia. They liked him.
Who's Babiglia?
Whatever the fuck his name is.
Stop taking R's out.
He killed in front of our audience.
know,
At one
I-
of our shows too. I remember.
A
I
good
just want to make
performer.
sure he knows I remember him.
No, thank you, man. Thank you.
Stop
very
taking ours out. That's what
Yeah,
Bonnie's
right
parents said.
Hey, bro, what are you promoting, by the way? Anything?
Oh, yeah, go to my funnyordie.com, Seton Smith, funnyordie.com, Seton Smith. I got a new video up there that I really like that's funny. Seaton Smith.
Are you working?
No, he's
anywhere?
talking to Voss.
He works.
Are you going to be at the Stress Factory this weekend?
No.
You ever play Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant? Or
Oh
Staten
wait,
Island?
you're in D.C., right?
Yeah.
I'm at the Arlington Cinema Draft House next week.
Why don't you have him
I should
come
come
and do a
see you.
spot?
I can't follow that.
Good job, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
He was good.
Yeah, our last comic. Then we got to decide the two finalists.
So far, I'd say Seton is the. He's a good performer, and the material is and the energy.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah. Our next act.
Don't cut me off. If you spend an hour talking about, and I say one nice thing, and you're like, oh yeah, we have to move along.
I'm sorry, I thought you were done. I didn't know.
I'm kidding. Go ahead, producer. Go ahead. Finish.
Actually, Badusa.
Yeah,
Badusa.
But big.
Who's your favorite What's Happening character? Eon.
So what?
No R's.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't laugh. That was a serious point. All
Right,
kidding
okay,
aside.
good. All right, the final comedian there, Rich.
I hate to be our next act who's following our last act. Let's have a big hand for Bill Squire from the Yes, from Yes.
Bill Squire. There you go.
Oh, all right. Thank you. So my name's Bill Squire. I'm getting too fat. That's why I dress like this. I'm not trying to look nice. I'm just trying to hide everything. And I got to wear a tie, or else this button's going to fly off and hit this lady in the face. And that's not a good way to meet women. Like, hey, remember when my button hit you in the face because of my obesity? Would you like anything else of mine to hit you in the face? Like a light kiss, you perverts. And when I go to the grocery store, people ask me where the junk food is. Like, hey, dude, where are the Twinkies? I'm like, it doesn't matter. I have them all. And I got this one friend. He's always trying to help me lose weight. He's like, Bill, losing weight's not hard. All you got to do is watch what you eat. Like, what do you have for breakfast? I'm like, cereal. He's like, how many bowls you have? I'm like, how many bowls are in a box? What kind of milk do you use? Whipped cream. It's really good. It's nice. I have stretch marks. Yeah.
So do I.
But I don't like to think of them as stretch marks. I like to pretend that they're tattoos of flames. Just,
shit.
If I take my shirt off in public, people are like, hey, man, who did your tats? I'm like, trans fats.
Look at all the guys that
Yeah, I know.
They know he's killing. They're all fucking have their heads down.
Made them look at their phones.
They're calling the rides.
The fat guy's killing. Not Bob Kelly.
I'm
the whole audience.
I'm broke right now, and I hate being broke, and it's terrible. And fuck. Gotta
get.
Yeah. Give me.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair. We interrupted.
Okay,
We got interrupted. Sorry, dude.
I hate being broke because I'm tired of people from India calling me and telling me to pay my credit card bills. If you have that problem, this is how I deal with them, because they'll call me up and they'll be like, hello, Mr. Squire, could you please make a payment on your card on this day? I'm like, yeah, I'll pay. I'll pay right now. I'll pay every last penny, all the late fees, all the interest, everything right now. If you can say Caterpillar. Caterpillar, damn it. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good luck. It's going to be a rhinoceros. Yeah, thank you.
That was good, man.
Very good.
Yeah. Is that it?
I like it.
I got do 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes. All right.
I'm sure you got more, but I think that was time, right?
that was
good.
I wouldn't worry about it.
You did great.
Bobby should critique him.
Okay.
I think it's good that we interrupt him because that happens in a club.
Yeah.
That's true.
He got a little flustered,
Little
fucked up, but he pulled it back together.
Yeah.
But it was fucking great. Bill's a funny guy.
Yeah,
you know him from before
That
this?
fucking stretch. I want to steal that stretch. Dude, I want to steal that from him.
That is
That's
good.
with flames.
Rich, anything?
Trade it for where we going?
I liked him. It's just he was funny. I fucking liked him.
Right on.
And you're sitting there, you're laughing. It's early in the morning. This is tough stuff, you know. It's
So,
fucking
what do you want
funny.
to promote there,
Good
bro?
funny
I'll
stuff.
promote my website, BillSquire.com.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
All right. I think we should take a break, decide who the two finalists are going to be, and we'll wrap
Well,
this up.
we got to go with 3 if he's one of them.
Why? Because he's fat.
Oh, wow, boss.
Jesus.
Holy mother of God.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll
be a
finish
nice
Car
person.
Crash Comedy next. Stay there.
The Virus, Sirius XM. Live from the Sirius XM studios in New York City is the Opie and Anthony Show's Car Crash Comedy.
All right, we're back. Car Crash Comedy, live from the Fishbowl. I do believe everyone's having a good time. The medicine woman just walked by. Jane Seymour. Looking pretty fucking hot.
What?
For an old broad?
She just looks like any old mom or grandmother or something.
All right, good point.
All I'm thinking of is getting my
It's
Jane
Anthony.
Seymour photo. That's all I want to
Oh,
do.
now you're obsessing with
But I want to
getting-
get her and Alan Arkin. I'm dying to get
Alan Arkin's coming in today?
Yeah.
In bed?
Really?
What's that?
Oh.
Anthony,
DM Ray.
anything's old.
And then he looks at his phone
Anybody
like he
with a
wasn't
high school
trying.
education is old to him.
Jesus.
And smart.
DM rate 71. Go fuck yourself. So we're gonna bring them all back in.
What's
We're
the
gonna
matter,
bring-
Rich?
You all right, Rich?
Yeah, these fucking tweets. These fucking.
Just block them. That's the best thing. Just block
Why are you
them.
paying attention to that?
Because you got to pay attention to your fan.
What?
So you don't lose them.
Fuck.
I love blocking them. You type something to them,
Oh,
they read it,
dude, that's
and then
exactly
block
what
them,
it
and they
is.
can't get to you.
Yeah, you give him a private message too, so he doesn't even get the satisfaction of being retweeted. You just send him a private message like "fuck your mother's asshole" and "your father sucks your cock" and shit like that, and then block.
That's it.
It's great. Fuck you.
And then they took like an hour and a half, told their friends their little tweet. How's this one? You should say, all right, boom, I'm gonna send it. Hit send, blocked, boo. I got to a
It's the little pleasures in life.
I go to a huge fight with like a 9-year-old on Xbox Live.
Oh, really?
Fucking this kid was wasting me too. He's just laughing at
Call of
me,
Duty?
calling my mother a cunt, and I was just getting angry. I'm like, my mother's not a cunt.
You cunt.
Huh?
Never mind.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You know what, though?
All right, let's bring the finalists in.
Let's bring them all in. Let's have a big hand for.
Paul got cut off.
I argue with them sometimes.
No, they got to come
say
in.
no, and I
a big
say
hand.
yes.
Shut up, boss.
I know.
I know, but he's trying to fucking talk.
You're trampling everybody, horse teeth. I can't say nothing without you trampling it. Now don't look at me expectantly. That stupid look on your face.
It's the only one he's got.
Exactly. Eat an apple out of my palm.
That's what he was saying to the waiter last night.
Yeah. I used to fuck him when he was a baby. Yeah, I'd put my hands on your tummy and you'd yell, my ribs, my ribs.
So uncomfortable. Just creepy.
Yeah.
Very creepy.
Can you put your headphones on?
Yeah,
Speaking of
balls with
creepy,
their headphones.
look at this fucking lineup.
Yeah, there you go.
The black guy did it. That's him. That's him.
Yes. Depends on what the crime is, really.
Yes.
If a child has been molested, it's the guy in the red.
Yeah. If there was a gay store robbed, it's the guy in the fucking red too.
Oops.
I just barely got that out.
If someone took the outfit off Rodney Dangerfield's corpse, it's the guy on the end.
Yeah.
Or I tell you, if a buffet was molested.
Yeah.
How many times are you going to use that line?
I haven't used that in
in fucking 8 minutes. You shut up.
I didn't say molest.
Shut up, buffet
All right.
molester.
All right, do it again. Do it in one of your characters. Anyhow, folks.
All right, how's this one? Or I'll do it in this, which is either Chip or Voss. It's up to you to decide.
I like that one.
I'm dodging it. What are you, molest buffets or something? I got a dryer door.
How long has it been since you did those jokes?
Oh well, the
Two's
dryer
well said.
door. The dryer door I still do, but it's washing machine door,
Why?
not dryer. Huh? Because
dryer's kind of
Yeah, you can say it better.
washing machine.
Yeah.
That's got it.
Dryer door is funnier than washing machine.
Especially,
Why don't you just do revolving door at the airport? Dryer door is funnier.
okay, I'll do.
What was that? That wasn't me. I scraped against my little thing.
All right.
Oh.
We really wanna-
God love you. Thought you were.
We want to do the fart mask before.
I know. I don't
so
have anything
badly.
going. Like the minute you
Anybody else
put me
have
on
a
the
fart?
spot, my fucking anus
Maybe
just
someone
clenched
out there. Would you take a fart from a listener?
Oh.
Fat guy's got one. Got one? Bobby, fat guy's got one. Which fat guy's
Wait a
got
minute,
one?
which fat guy?
The guy that's in the contest.
Oh, all right. Well, there's two of them.
On your face.
This is our fart mask.
I've never seen
Yeah.
this.
Wait. Don't
It's
do anything.
hilarious. Bobby might puke. Hold on.
Oh, jeez. Hold it in.
Hold it in. Hold it, Bob.
Just
put the
keep,
mask on.
It's very hard to keep it right at the exit. You're like,
Bob, put the mask on. Hold on.
Put the mask on. Keep it on. Don't pull it away.
Okay.
Don't pull it away.
I'm not gonna, you cunt.
Now breathe deep.
Leave
Bob.
it there. Leave it there.
Breathe deep.
Now breathe deep in your nose. Deep through the nose.
Oh, my fucking ribs. That was so fucking interesting.
That's what I said.
It's just, it's almost like drinking a fine wine or a cigar. You can smell
So much more of
the
it.
different fusions of a fart. That was kind of nutty with a chocolate hint of chocolate and like old pizza.
It's pinkberry and whiskey.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
I want one of those.
It really does make a fart much more interesting. Yes,
Fucking
yes.
crazy.
Holy shit, that
Seaton
was
hid in
funny.
the corner. Do you not like vomit? You can't handle people puking?
Hell no, right?
That just freaked me the fuck out. That's all it is. And they started throwing up. It just got really sad. I was like, I see my mother, like my father was beating my mother all of a sudden. I just want to go in the corner.
White guy's crazy.
Hey, you were good in DC Cab.
Oh, but
that was good. Of course, it was good. It was a good Charlie Barnett reference. These kids don't know who he is.
These kids.
Who, Mike?
All right, Rich, let's do this.
First of all,
We got the
let's have
four guys that were in the finals.
Let's have a big hand for everybody because.
Of course. Absolutely.
Rich, knock the guys out.
Unfortunately, we can't keep all four. Two of you have to leave, and you probably know who you are.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so far. Okay,
We should ask who. If you think you're not making it, raise your hand.
Wow. They are all confident. All very confident.
Two of you are in denial.
Two of you have shitty instincts.
No, but
You're
really,
delusional.
It really wasn't. No,
No, they
nobody
were
was
all
that,
good.
that
Yeah.
much. No one stood out.
Yeah, no one
badly.
bombed, like-
It's like
Yeah.
it was not easy. There were two we thought were a little more obvious. But
Yeah, two. You guys were all funny.
Definitely better than the cab
Voss.
drivers that came in earlier. Okay, first of all, Seton Smith, come forward.
You didn't make it.
Okay.
What the fuck are you laughing at? No, seriously.
Bill Squire, come forward. Okay. Now the two that made it can't see the two that are behind them.
and is every good cop buddy movie.
Holy shit. Oh, God, that's funny. Holy shit.
Mark and Ramon, you guys were great, and
Yes.
everybody can't win. One of these fucks is leaving too, but you two are leaving before him. But you guys did great jobs. You really did.
Yeah, you
This
had
was
some
fucking.
material.
So we got our finalists.
So, Ramon, enjoy that long ride back to Cleveland.
Oh,
Are
man.
you driving with him?
No, I'm staying for a couple days and hanging out in the city and then going back.
All right.
Can I plug my Twitter real quick?
No, you lost. Go.
At Ramon Rivas II. Thank you.
Good job, you guys.
Good job, both of you guys. You did good, man.
Absolutely.
That fucking Prince William mask joke was
that is funny.
That was probably my favorite joke of the
Yeah.
night. There was a bunch of good ones, but that Prince William mask joke was fucking great.
Should've
Can we
told
just
him
look at him?
He's bummed now. You should
Yeah.
have said that
Yeah.
to his face.
Can you just
Somebody
look
go
at
tell
him? Hey, bring it.
All right, guys, get ready for Wowware. Wowware coming up on Little Miss Perfect.
Now you guys have to do
No
it.
one watches that except me.
Exactly. Wow. You're the only one that takes a Cialis and watches that show.
I don't need Cialis when I watch that show.
Sure, you need saltpeter. Sometimes they look so perfect.
What are they going to do? A half an hour each now?
yeah, that'll work.
How the hell are we doing
Do
it
they
now?
do more
We have-
time? What do they do?
Whatever
Yeah.
gets us to 10
Two more minutes from each guy, I believe. You
All right,
guys-
which guy's gonna go first? You want to do
Flip
rock
a
paper
coin-
scissors?
Flip a coin or the superior race will pick.
Oh, shit.
You can't say you're part of the superior race if you can't say the word superior. What's a superior race?
Flip a coin and make
Yeah,
sure
we're
the
gonna-
black guy doesn't steal it.
Oh, Bobby.
Oh, really?
I think Bill should call.
Okay, let's do this.
In the air, whenever you're ready. There.
Jesus.
It is tails, my friend. What's
You'll
up?
go second?
Oh, he wants the
you're gonna
headline.
follow up.
Look at that.
Wow, good call, you fucking schemer.
All right.
This is Seton.
Can we introduce? Wait, let's introduce him again and get
Yeah,
a
we
Rich
gotta
job.
get the energy
Yeah,
going.
come back in the room, dude. Go step up and come. Like, go over there and we'll introduce you again. Rich will introduce you.
All right.
Folks, we are now down to our finals. Are you ready for our final two acts? This next guy was amazing in the semifinals. Let's have a big hand for Seton Smith.
Song.
I gotta make an apology right now because I use the N word way too fucking much. Like I use it a lot. Like, do you remember when you were kids and and your parents were around and you used to like just curse yourself like a little bit because you knew it was wrong? Like, you know, like you'd be like shit, 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 right? Like every time, I swear to God, when I'm in my car, I get alone. I know it's wrong. I look around, I'm like nigga, 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 nigga. Like it's so bad. Like it sounds like a clan meeting in my car. Like I took it to a higher, more immature level. Do y'all remember this game called Zelda? Yeah. Do you remember the beginning of Zelda where you could name your own character? Well, I named my character Nigga, right? Which was hilarious to me because now wherever I go in this magical, mystical world where there's talking dragons, talking elves, and talking trees, somebody's calling me a nigga, and that is funny to me, all right? Right? I walk into a dungeon and an elf will fly out of the floor like, Nigga! Take this master sword! And I'm like, no. I ain't taking no master sword. There's a Zelda plantation around here right now. I'm gonna be picking magic cotton. Fuck out of here, right? All right. One more joke. Here we go. I'm gonna say this. I don't want to do the black joke, but fuck it. Here we go. I'm ignorant. I was watching the Spelling Bee. Anybody seen the Spelling Bee before? It's amazing. It's fucking. If you've ever watched it, it's amazing. I think it's too easy. We can make it harder. Here we go. We have the same Spelling Bee, but we have the advanced round, and we call it the Black Spelling Bee. Okay? Where they have to spell black kids' names. You know how scared that child will be when I say that first word? And for your first word, Yarnikisha. Fuck. Can you use that word in a sentence, please? Yarnikisha, you better bring your black ass in this house. Yarnikisha, before I take the black off your ass. Yarnikisha. Okay. Can you tell me the root of the word? Maybe the country of origin? The country of origin? Shit. Here we go. Country of origin. The Rhythm Nation? That's the best I can do. Rhythm Nation, that's Janet Jackson's best album, I think, before the titty. All right, here we go. I'm going to try to spell it. Y-H-A-R, capital N, underscore, parentheses, at yahoo.com. You are correct. Fuck, that was funny. All right, that's 2 minutes?
Good job. Why are you looking at me expectantly?
Rich, you've been the host the whole time.
When
What's
somebody
wrong with
holds
you?
a mic to their mouth, I think they're going to say something. It's
Oh,
like cock.
how about this? Die.
I thought you guys were going to say something.
No, we're gonna
bring on the next guy.
Yeah, man. We don't want to like
Fucking
sway
blithering.
anyone.
Introduce him, you jackass.
Okay, fuck off. What? Let's have, I don't know. Let's have a big hand. Bill Squire, folks.
All right. Thank you again. Thank you. I'm married, and I like being married because I don't have to worry about ladies anymore. Not that it was ever really a problem, but it's nice because they just do things that drive me crazy. Like, ladies, I'm tired of you thinking just because a guy is talking to you that he's hitting on you. It's like, I'm a nice guy. I like to talk to people. And after a show a few weeks ago, I got these two ladies. I'm like, hey, what's up? And they're like, married and married. And I was like, rapist. So it doesn't matter. It's gonna happen. What kind of car do you drive? Just kidding, I already know. And ever wanted to punch someone in the face really bad, but you can't because they're a child? I actually have a wife, and she has 3 kids from a previous marriage, and that's why I wrote that joke. And they say things that you can never be ready for. Like the other day, we're driving around. From the back seat, I hear one of the girls yell, "Jay keeps digging in her winky." I can't unhear that. That's in my brain forever. And there's so many things wrong with that statement. Because first of all, she called her out by name. She didn't want there to be any confusion as to who the culprit was. Second, she said keeps. Meaning she gave her a couple chances to get it out of her system, followed by digging in, not around or amongst, her winky, which I guess is what they call a vagina. I don't know why. Perhaps because it looks like a single eye closed, turned sideways. Just my hunch based on the visual, right? Then my favorite part of this whole exchange is she wasn't even embarrassed or ashamed. She was just like, only sometimes. And I like 3 girls, right? And I think it's easier to raise boys than it is to raise girls because boys are going to do dumb shit no matter how good a parent you are. Like, I had amazing parents. But I still stuck my dick in a vacuum cleaner once. And if you ever do that, use the hose, not the spinny part. Yes. Just a little tip. It is now. There you go. All right. Thank you very much.
Wow. Stiff competition.
I don't like that the black guy's like, I think you got it, man. I think he's
shit.
trying to psych himself out.
Ah, shit.
No, hey, you don't know, dude. Well,
No,
yeah.
because they're
You
both
don't
great.
know.
It's so hard to fucking judge.
Speak.
Because
Fucking Norton is all over you.
No, because they're both fucking 10s. They're two different styles, but they both had 10s. You know what I mean? So it's hard. It's up to the
judges.
Host. Yeah,
You're
the
the
host.
judges.
Not
You're the
anymore.
dummy.
I will say this. I say this.
Judges,
I'm not a judge
They,
anymore.
I
I'm a
think
host.
they both did really well. Seton, your last joke didn't get what you wanted at the very end of it. It's a good joke though, but I think the ending of it probably should be tightened a little bit. And the only criticism I have was that you did a lot of just black material, and it's like as a comic, I know it's tough in 2 minutes in an all white crowd, but there's other things you talk about as a comedian too. But that's not. It's I'm not saying it wasn't funny. It was funny. It was good. My personal thing is I would have said what country is that? What country of origin? I probably would have said Detroit, but or named a city.
That's pretty funny.
He named a city in Baltimore, but it was still a good set. I felt that Bill, your set was stronger at the end. I felt it was more consistent all the way through. I hate to word it like that, but Seton was very
Thank you,
funny.
Jimmy.
Yeah, giant Reservoir Dog suit. I thought you were really good.
Yes. Yeah, Reservoir Elephants.
I thought, he had a stronger set. Again, the black stuff. I love hearing nigger anytime, so I
I feel like
enjoyed
there's
that.
a crowd for it. That's why
Yeah.
Normally I do
It's like-
relationship shit if I'm doing
I
Montreal,
know.
but here's
I
like,
hear
hey,
ya.
nigga is
And
the
I'm
crowd.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
I
There's a
yell that
nigga
out in my car too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, in your
You know,
driveway
niggas,
alone.
This is literally Opie and Anthony fucking demographic, And I thought,
Exactly.
But the spelling bee joke is really good. It's not predictable.
Yeah.
You don't see where it's going. I mean, it's a funny joke.
I got relationship. I got fucking jokes.
Well,
I
you
just
should have
today.
done them. Too late.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did. Now learn from it. Shut up. Listen.
I'm shutting up.
I'm kidding.
I
No,
will.
dude, you did great. I agree with. I mean, the one good thing that Bill did is he came in with fat jokes and then he went to something else on the second half.
Yeah.
Yes,
and that's
rape.
what you should. Which is fantastic. I love fat David Letterman. Nothing. I think you did good, man. I think you both did really good, but I think Bill, you came in, you switched it up a little bit. You did a bunch of different jokes that were funny too, original. I never heard that shit before, and I got some good fat jokes.
And you know me. You saw me 5 years ago when I opened you for the Cleveland Improv. And
Calm down,
and
early
I'm a lot
beard.
better.
I know.
You're not a lot better. I mean, you're kind of the same. But as far as this competition goes, you did good. But you both were funny. You that spelling bee joke was hilarious. You know.
Oh, thank you.
They're both star quality. I mean, they both.
Shut up.
I'm trying to be nice.
Jesus. Bobby's doing just fine.
Can you get
Both
Bobby back
star
in the
quality.
improv?
Can you get Bobby?
Probably easier to get Seton in there. It's pretty black over there. I mean, if you
It is.
it is. Yeah,
No.
Bobby
By
knows.
getting Bobby in the improv, he meant could you butter the doors? Sorry, Bob. I was implying you're heavy.
I
They got a freight
I
entrance.
I don't think that's heavy. Yeah, the one you use. I don't think that's heavy. I think
we're giving it to Bill, huh?
Yeah, I think
Sounds
so.
like
Are
it.
you
I don't
agreeing
know.
with
Let's-
Like,
Yeah, I agree with what you guys. What did the crowd think?
oh boy.
Well, you want to do that?
All you guys who thought Bill was the one. Bill?
And
Wait a minute, black guy? No, even the black guy didn't vote for you.
and the one guy that likes Seton.
I think we got to give it to Bill.
We have to give it to Bill.
I think Bill has won car crash comedy today, man.
Bill Squire.
Brought to you by the Borgata Hotel, Casino, and Spa. Visit theborgata.com. What does he win? Do you even know?
Nothing.
Travis, what did he win, Travis?
Bill wins $2,000.
Holy
Damn.
fuck. No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No shit. Fuck it. Give it to the black guy.
He'll get it on the way out.
I'd love to go outside and see Fatso stabbed in the gut.
And by fatso, you mean yourself? I'm sorry, Bob. I didn't mean that.
Oh, damn.
$2,000. That's nice.
$2,000 and the chance to appear on stage at the Borgata.
With who? With who?
Wonderful
To be determined.
They have they have
That
shows
means
there all
it's
the time.
never going to happen.
Oh shit!
Best hotel in Atlantic City. You'll like it there, man.
Why don't we talk to Seaton for a second? You can plug Seaton on Twitter and whatever else.
Yeah, just follow Seaton Smith Twitter, my website SeatonSmith.com, and Facebook Seaton Smith. Right. And fucking check my fucking Funny or Die. I got some great videos. Check that shit out, please.
And we
all right?
know what your name is on Warcraft, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right, cool.
Really funny, brother.
Bill,
Real
what's up?
funny.
Good job, man.
And Bill, the winner of Car Crash Comedy.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations.
Say whatever you want, brother.
What was that?
What are you going to do with the $2,000?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think he's going to do?
I'll probably go to. I was going to say
he's going to make one trip to Wendy's.
Yeah, he'll spend $1,971.
Oh, Chip.
Chip.
Fucking Chip. Love when Bobby says that.
Any, really?
I don't know. Just probably hang on to it because it's this business is feast or famine. And
well,
that was
yeah. You know what side you
I like
fall
to
on.
set myself up. I like to. I won now. I don't have to be funny anymore.
Yeah.
Recount.
I'm having a try.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I don't know. Maybe I'll throw a show. Have Voss come out and feature for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
The only way you could follow me is if we were going downhill.
Where are we going? Come on, where are we going?
You should have said uphill, because you would get uphill first before the fat
Oh,
guy.
he can follow
Downhill,
me.
he'd roll in front of you.
Oh, okay.
Rich is just
You said
defeated.
100% the wrong thing.
No, I said the only way he could follow me is to keep up with me is going downhill.
No, you said follow you, but if he was going downhill, he's fat, he'd roll ahead of you. Going uphill, you'd
I'm
be
quick
first.
going down. How quick do you know I?
Nah, forget
I
it.
go downhill. Fuck.
Exactly,
Look
your
at my
career.
So are you gonna throw Seaton like a couple hundred? For a fucking.
Fuck no.
Oh.
What about your wife? Your wife has kids from another marriage.
Right, yeah.
Are they going to see any of that money?
Yeah, they'll probably actually see most of it. I don't really,
You have to pay for it?
I treat them like my own kids. I'm a good guy like that. I'm a sweet boy.
Aw.
Yeah, look at this.
Get out.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I lost all the
You look
fans
like
I just made.
You look like a fucking big lollipop. Sucker. Wow.
I wish we
Was
had
that Billy
one
the
now.
Bass Man?
Where are we going? Where are we going?
I thought Bob was just getting hungry. I was hoping you would do some Billy the Bass Man today.
I don't know if people want to see it.
We could finish up with Billy the Bass Man. You got anything?
Of course, it's Billy the Bass Man, but he's got to be introduced.
You want to? Why don't you leave and come back in?
No, because
Will you stop fucking shaking your iPhone because you have that feature? We all hate watching you
What
do
is
that.
it? What's the feature?
He's got the shake the shuffle thing on his iPhone, so he does that and it moves.
You don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah, yes, I do.
I'm actually doing something on my iPhone, and then
Really? I hope it's writing a suicide note.
You can't give Jim more than 30
No,
seconds.
no.
You give him, you gotta fucking have something. I had nothing.
You're
to do.
either fat, you're killing yourself,
Yeah.
you're a
Or
dumb
you're
Jew.
dying of AIDS, or you're slipping in AIDS.
You guys want to?
T-shirt? Hey, why don't we all?
No. I want to ask these guys if they want to see Billy the Bass Man for a minute.
Where are we going? How y'all doing out there? Where are we going? I'll tell you where we're going. We're going to Funnyville right now. Never. Let me tell you something here. Let me tell you something now. That was a good comedy show from those two young snipper snappers. Where are we going? Where are we going? Never hit a man with glasses. What? Hit him with a baseball bat. Where are we going? We're going to, I tell you, we're going to the next joke, you little cocksucker. How is it? One careless match can start a forest fire, but it takes a whole box to start a campfire. Where are we going? Where we going is right, goddamn. Where we're going, I tell you where we're going. We'll go right to this fucking joke right here. When you go into a court, you are putting your fate into the hands of another man.
And he just ripped the iPhone out of Bobby's
Tell you
hand
this right
with
now,
all the
that
jokes.
don't matter because I got fucking jokes.
Oh,
You hear about the man that got his left arm and left leg ripped off? He was all right. Where we going?
Bobby the Bass Man.
That's all I
Billy
got.
Bass Man. Holy shit, Bobby Kelly.
I got one more, you guys. I tell you this, I actually bought a washing machine door. Where we going?
Billy the Bass Man, everyone.
Bass Man, yeah.
All right. Let's start our weekend, huh?
Yes.
Jimmy, where are you going to be, brother?
I'll be at the Montclair Wellmont Theater Saturday night only, and then next week, Cobb's, San Francisco. Voss will be at the Stress Factory tonight and tomorrow, and then next week, where?
The Arlington Cinema Draft House in Arlington, Virginia.
All right, and Bobby will be at Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant. Tonight, Bob, or just tomorrow?
Tonight, Uncle Vinny's 8 o'clock show, Point Pleasant. Tomorrow night, Uncle Vinny's in Staten Island.
And you guys have any gigs coming up, Seton or Bill?
The winner of Car
Jesus.
Crash Comedy. Bill, go ahead.
Yeah, next week I'll be at the Richmond, Virginia Funny Bone with Biff from Back to the Future.
Boo.
Oh, wow.
No, he's actually funny.
I'm doing a bunch of colleges now, so I fucking don't
But
matter.
you won't see any of these people.
Not at all.
If I could plug my Twitter, Bill_Squire on Twitter.
Okay.
Oh, and next week, Bonnie is also on a special appearance by Bonnie, who doesn't go on the road anymore. So it's 2 headliners next week.
What?
Who's she bringing?
You're acting like she made a career choice. She has a baby.
Exactly.
Let's go home. Thanks, guys, for joining us for Car Crash Comedy. Have a great weekend.
O&A's Car Crash Comedy is now over. Check out the O&A Show on Facebook at facebook.com/OpieandAnthony. The Virus, SiriusXM.